Hello, 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 chat! It is phone people time! Hello, Remy. Hello, Jam. Hello, Seb. Hello, hello, hello! How are we all tonight? Oh my goodness. You guys, have to see this shirt I'm wearing. It'll be backwards for you guys, I'm pretty sure, but it says "But first cocktails." I think it's like an extra small, so it should not fit on my body. Also, it has like a massive slit, so I'm wearing something under it, but, yes. Yas slay, but first cocktails. This was a gift from Oliver. I love stupid funny shirts. Do I drink? No. But first cocktails? Yes. I'm Slain. Hi, Katie. I love you too, Remy. This is an Oliver W for sure. Oliver was just over, and he has Minecraft now, so we'll be able to do Minecraft stuff with Oliver, which is so exciting. The Reagan blow shirt. Hell yeah. How has everybody been, chat? I need to know what's everybody been up to. Today was my off day from work, which is always nice. I slept forever. Hi, Seb! Hi, Seb! Hi, Seb! Mining and crafting with Ollie! Ooh. A day is the new Dahmer show. How is it? I've heard good. Okay, well, I've only heard good, but that's also from my coworker who's kind of, like, weird about serial killers, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to talk about this with you, because I think you might not understand the gravity of circumstance. It's good? You like it? Yippee! There we go. Dun 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 dun. I know you do. My coworker, on the other hand. Bum 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 dun 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 bum 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 bum. I'm so excited to play Chapter 3. You learned about mugshots? Yeah? In a learned new information, or you didn't know about them before sort of way? We are stalling so Oliver can get in here before we start, I think. So, yeah. Because I want to make sure he got home safe. Because it is dark outside. Did I tell you guys I slept until 4 in the afternoon? I don't remember if I did. New information. You had therapy in an abandoned meeting room in the basement of what? That sounds like a fun experience. Katie, that is insane. Oh, Sammy's yelling. I'll let him in. Yes. What the hell did you think I was doing? Today was my off day. It is my right to sleep until 4 in the afternoon if I wish to. Where are you? Come on! Don't scream if you don't want to come in. You just wanted to yell, I guess. Well, some of us like to sleep forever. Some of us have chronic fatigue. I really wanted, there's a bunch of stuff I wanted to get done today. Like, I wanted to film some stuff for TikTok, because I haven't been posting on there, if you follow me on there. Because I want to post, like, some more stuff about streaming, but I don't have anything in my drafts about streaming. And I wanted to do my makeup, and I wanted to clean my room, and I kind of sort of cleaned my room. It looks better than it did. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I love the Dialtown OST. Yeah, I didn't mean to sleep that long, but I also didn't set an alarm because I haven't really been sleeping very well, and I was like, I need as much sleep as I can get, so I'll just sleep until I get up. To be fair, my body tried to naturally wake me up at 7, and I was like, fuck that. Thank you, Remy. I'm learning to like my side profile. Remy, I love you. You're a dork. Dun, 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 dun. If Oliver is not in here by the time we hit 10 minutes into stream, I'm just gonna start. Dun, 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 dun. What have I been up to? Ash Gordon, do not move or else. You are a dork. You're my dork. My little brother. Bum, 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 bum. Oh my god, you can see Crash. You can see Crash Bandicoot. He lives there. Bum, 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 bum. I should play Crash Bandicoot on stream. Is that available on Steam, or am I gonna have to stream off someone's PlayStation to play Crash Bandicoot? Store. I think he'd think that was very funny. Ooh! I can get the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy for $40. No, that's Crash. I promise. That's expensive, especially considering we already own it twice. But I also would really like to be able to play it on stream, because it is one of my favorite games of all time. I'll add it to my wish list. You hit a skunk? Is your car okay? Is your car okay? We're just talking about Crash Bandicoot and you hit a skunk. Was it like the raccoon incident? I assume you're okay. It was already dead? Okay. Well, that's good. I bet. You'll just have to bathe your car in tomato juice. Boom, boom. Alright, we can get into Dialtown now. Oh yeah, Oliver hit a raccoon while I was in the car once. Where Dialtown? I had it rigged up. Where are you? Where are you? There it is. And I'm so sorry. If you do new game, you can start at chapter 3. Yes. Your friend got... Okay, so Oliver was taking our friend Bo home one night, and on the way back from... And they live decently out in the country. And on the way back, Oliver hit a really fat raccoon, and I screamed, he screamed. There was damage on the car. But not, like, too bad. We stopped at a gas station, and I got out and looked at it as the resident car friend, which is not a good thing. I was like, I guess we can keep driving. Ooh, cool tarot deck. Hi, Logan. Hi, Logan. Remy, you're a fucking dork. Why don't you buy a tarot deck? Do you want a phone or a typewriter for a head? I always choose phone. What is your gender? Other. This is a different opening sequence. Oh. Hello, Mingus. Woo! Thank you all for showing up for yet another essential meeting of The Mingling. I'm sure you're all aware, our humble council of concerned citizens is made up of Dialtown's most powerful and noteworthy residents. Presiding over this meeting is none other than yours truly, the shrewd and devilishly cunning mayor of Dialtown, Miss Mingus Crown. Hi, hey, boss. Hee hee, kitty. I heard that. I fucking heard that. Do you want a tarot deck for Christmas? When I figure out which one of you. Moving on. Before we get on to our pressing business, I'll conduct a quick head count. Little Billy, kicker of shins, biter of ankles, the bane of Dialtown's alleys, public schools, and playgrounds. Goodness. What the fuck was that? Logan, oh my god. Rotary Christ. Do you know how sensitive a cat's hearing is? Are you asking if this is the first time I've shrieked directly into a cat's ear? Yeah. I like that too, Jim. Don't kin little Billy. Bit of a stupid question, that. You see, this is why we have to invite you here. You're too dangerous to have in our opposition's hands. Yeah, and it's really swell. Being feared rocks, you know. You think that's news to me? Being feared's half of my whole job, you little brat. I'm a Machiavellian little scamp. Who taught you that word? I know I cut education by 50% across the board last year, so it couldn't have been at school. No matter. Moving on. Remy, no one's ever been afraid of you in theodoore Russellbelt, Zoomaster, and allegedly famed explorer, the cager of beasts and jailer of zebras and whatnot. Everybody loves Lil Billy. Hello, yes, bully to the lot of you. Glad to be back. What? And what might that be standing on the table in front of you? 'Tis none other than Cygnus Dialtownus, the noble Dialtown native swan. I can clearly see that it's a swan, Theodore. What I meant was, why on earth would you drag a feral pond avian into our meeting? She seems docile enough. Well, is she toilet trained? Why, isn't the whole world a toilet in a way? This town might be, maybe. Again, why the swan, Theodore? Oh, don't tell me it's... Why, for show and tell, of course! Every meeting. every meeting. Okay, we have a lot to go over, so I'm just going to move on. Can the swan can stay if you cease talking right now. Right, yes, bully to that. Fantastic. Mingus hates life right now for real. Next up, Shooty and Stabby are sinister representatives from the oh-so-feared Dialtown mob. I love their fits. Ya slay. Wait, people are actually afraid of us now? That's news to me. We did it, bro! We've hit the big leagues. We're real criminals now. All those fabricated headlines about us that the mayor bribed the press to publish must have finally paid off. Aw, hell yeah, bro. If only Pa could see me now. Yes, yes. Most people that you two mugs swindle and steal from tend to be positively terrified of you both. Well, specifically terrified of accidentally knocking either of you over mid-mugging. Stealing their fits for prom. You know, in case one of you bang your head on the pavement and they get convicted for manslaughter. Wait, people think we aren't an ominous force to be reckoned with? Outside of them being afraid of grievously harming one of my henchmen and eliciting my divine/feline wrath? Not even remotely. But we're in the mob, though. We've got connections. You have exactly one connection, which happens to be me, a figure who the citizens of Dialtown are actually afraid of, and for a good reason. We can be scary. Ash used to have a giant cat head mask from Walmart, and you wore it in the car on the highway and stared out the window at other people on the road. Remy, I love you. You're a dork. We had one of those too at one point. My dad scared someone with it. If you can, I've yet to see it. Well, watch this, bozos. Stabby has a gun. How's that for intimidating, huh? I'm sure it'd be positively quivering if your gun was actually loaded. Now, put that thing back where you found it, and don't even think about picking it back up while I'm addressing you. Shit, bro. I told you that these lousy blanks just don't have the same effect. Mayor, can we have some bullets? You know, in case we need to ice someone for you? And can I have a government-assigned sharper stabbing knife? This one's gotten awfully dull from me using it to slice my sandwiches during lunchtime. Just women? No, we've been over this. You'll only get yourself hurt if you're given real weapons. Now, moving on. Next member. Abel Brannigan, violator of OSHA regulations and the sole proprietor of the Dialtown Fun Fair, the most recklessly ran fun fair in America. Next to Baboon World over in Nevada, anyway. I feel like with the megaphone screaming, the swan, and the gunshot, I can't really live up to the standard that's been set so far. Like, what? Am I going to pull a Ferris wheel out of my ass? I'd be immensely impressed if you could, but a basic introduction will suffice. Alright then. Hello, all. Glad to Theodore, please take the megaphone from the boy. Your aisle friends and you have an ongoing bit that leaves are women, and during lunch we point at leaves on the ground and scream, "Women, we love women! Hell yeah, women! Women's rights!" This is the equivalent of when we were hanging out at a gas station, like just by the pump, during our town festival, and Kai goes, "My name is Kyle and I love women!" at like max volume. Alright, thank you. Moving on. Do I get to finish my... No. Next, we have the one and only God, who's filling in for our dear comrade, Bunny, the owner of Bunny's Burgers off Main Street. The women are just plentiful this autumn. So real, Jam. Also, he's a hobo and woke up face down in a puddle this morning. Wait a minute. Do I own Bunny's Burgers? No, hobo. You own nary a house, hovel, cottage, bungalow, trailer, nor gazebo in my city, and really have no societal power at all. You've honestly done very little to warrant anyone having much respect or admiration for you. I mean, I did kind of create the universe, though, right? Yes, and we're all still tremendously upset with you for doing so. Hello! Welcome, first-time chatter, the Mossy Rock. We're playing Dialtown Chapter 3. I've never played before. Well, I played the rest of Dialtown, obviously, to get to this point, but I've never seen anyone play this chapter. I'm really excited. Aw, shucks. So, wait. What am I even doing here, then? Because, as you'll recall, Bunny got slammed by a rogue fortune-telling amusement park cabinet, and we needed someone at short notice. And believe me, you cannot get more short notice than a man wandering around carrying a sign saying, "We'll do a cartwheel for dog food." Ah, Coolio. Honestly, sitting in a heated room and talking about politics and junk. Politics. What did he say instead of politics? Did I misread that? Politicals and junk? Politics. Yeah, sure, whatever. It's a hell of a lot easier than doing a cartwheel, let me tell you. Yes, I'm sure I can't do a cartwheel, actually. My sign was fraudulent. I just wanted the dog food and was hoping someone would pay me before demanding to see the cartwheel. Wait. You created the entire universe, and yet the ability to perform a simple cartwheel eludes you? Simple? Have you ever tried to do one, huh? They're really hard. I've done a cartwheel. Have I ever done it? I think I've done a cartwheel once. Other than that, I've never been able to do it. Shut up. Right then, now that we're all present and accounted for, we can begin. Cartwheels are very hard. I hereby officially declare this meeting of The Mingling now in session. I hope you all had a relatively pleasant journey here despite the dismal weather. You summoned a child to town hall on a school night and expected him to skateboard here in the middle of a thunderstorm. Okay, chat. Will we let little Billy butt in or shut him up? Hear him out or shut him up? Mood jam. I've also only ever done one handstand, and I've also only ever done one somersault. Shut him up. One vote for shut him up. Shut him up. 2 votes for shut him up. 1 vote for hear him out. You've got until 45 to tell me what you think, chat. I IDK, I would hear him out just to see what would happen. We're tied. Hear him out, hear him out. Okay, hear him out overwhelmingly wins. Where did you say that? Because I don't see it on my end. Oh, I found it. Sorry, Katie. Okay, hear him out wins. It isn't my fault that you decided to spend your mingling meeting taxi allowance on firecrackers and licorice-flavored meth? Meth? Who's selling Little Billy meth? Yeah, but... You know, that is a bully point indeed. Do we want to hear Theodore out or shut him up? I didn't mean to, Katie. Hear him out or shut him up. Oh, his mustache is going wiggle wiggle. Hear him out? One hear him out. One meth. Probably the other kids. Hear him out. That's so Katie Core. Hear him out? Alright, we'll hear him out. Must we have met during this thunderous foray? Why, my flamingos are most likely scared senseless without me sitting in their pen, taking pot shots at the thunder with my rifle. I'm sure that makes them feel so much better. Like, the gunshots definitely help. The lightning would know to stay well away from my mingos. I can tell you that much. Do you have your gun here? First of all, I believe those statements definitely answer how you somehow managed to end up with over a dozen deaf flamingos. Secondly, as you're no doubt aware, this was the only day this week that we could all make it for the meeting. You can thank Billy's upcoming court case and Shooty and Stabby's jazz recital for that. Yes, but you see, the thunder. I can control when we meet the aurora, but not the weather. Poor Mingo's for real. Not yet, anyway. Now then, you all know why we've gathered here. Nah, I don't. Quiet, you. Abel, wheel the projector over and start the slideshow. Hello? Oh my god! Yes, folks, we're in here to discuss none other than the Green Menace. Ash Gordon! I wear a watch, the egg layer, the clown, the green one, Greenie. Yes, I'm sure you're all well acquainted with this emerald entity. In the past 12 months, we have caught Ash Gordon. Yeah, that's the projector from Oliver's. Laying eggs on private property. Harassing Dialtown's public. Exposing Dialtown's public to vulgar cinema. Convincing Dialtown's most reliable bank teller to skip town so she can paint pointless mountains. Befriending the fugitive known as Bigfoot. Stealing the rug from my office! Damn, that came back. And possibly worst of all, fraternizing with Randy Jade. Possibly the worst citizen of Dialtown. But he's a sweetheart! We love Randy! Wait, how is hanging out with Randy the worst thing out of all the stuff you just mentioned? Oh, it isn't truly. I just personally find the last one particularly repulsive. As you all know, Dialtown is a status quo which acts as the backbone of our robust, inclusive, but civilized society. We love Randy here. What did I just miss? One that we have toiled strenuously to protect. As mayor, I have made sizable strides in recreating the Dialtown that existed under my grandfather's leadership. A town of prosperity, order, and hope. A utopia, really. But, as I'm sure you know, when one attempts to compare the Dialtown of my grandfather's time to the Dialtown of today, you inevitably run into a discrepancy. A green discrepancy. Simply put, Ash Gordon isn't just a threat to our society, but a threat to normality itself. They are the final hurdle in recreating the Dialtown that existed in 1966. 1966 being the year of the dial-up, the year my grandfather changed the whole world for the better. Simply put, Ash Gordon must be promptly disposed of. I say, why don't we just lock them back up in the zoo? I do think I'd like to 100% Dialtown, because I do really enjoy this game. And according to Steam, I only have, like, maybe 40% of the achievements, so, like, the Steam achievements, so I definitely do think I want to try to get the other routes, because there's so much going on in this game. Like, it's actually, like, massive. So I definitely would like to try to get the other routes. I think that's a bully idea, don't you? Hear him out or shut him up. Does she? If she shuts him up, she just hits him. Oh, using her. Hear him out. One for hear him out. Bum, 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 bum. We want all the dialogue. We like your art, Logan. So, zoo-orientated containment is your pitch, then? Epic idea. Till Mustache McGee forgets to lock the pen door and they get out and run amok again. Mayor, I insist! Our vertically impaired friend simply doesn't understand the scientific benefits of studying Ash Gordon up close. The experimental potential is limitless. Hey now, you think I don't want to shove a bunch of firecrackers up their ass? Mayor, may I change seats, please? One much farther away from this dwarf friend, ideally. Besides, if we're worried about a potential escape, why not post armed guards at the zoo's gates? What? Do you think armed guards just grow on trees, Theodore? They don't. They don't grow on trees, Theodore. Besides, the only two surplus lackeys I have at my disposal now are these two buffoons. And they couldn't prevent a kiwi from escaping in a containment breach. The bird or the fruit? I can't see you two having much luck containing either. Oh my god. But you see, we'd be able to contain all kinds of weird-looking fruits and birds if we had proper weapons, Miss Crown. Hey, bozos, if you want some real firepower, come see me after the... Don't you dare, half-pint! You know they'll only hurt themselves. You guys are making this way too complicated. I say we just bonk them over the head with a shovel, you know, bury them out in the woods. A quick whoop, bam, thank you, ma'am, and they're out of our hands for good. Right, until a wild boar unburies them and suddenly they've tamed a boar. We can't contain a mountless Ash Gordon. What hope do we have against one riding a boar? This is all too hard and pointless. Why don't we just eat a burger out of the nearest dumpster and call it a night? Forlorn meth! Don't advertise my chat as forlorn meth! I'm gonna get banned. I vote we do that. An action simply isn't an option. Look, you all have something to gain from Ash Gordon's exile. Billy, is it not Ash Gordon who's indirectly responsible for the conversion of the Dialtown cinema into an 18s only spook house? Yeah, cut me off from my favorite person to torture in the whole city. I can't steal the fucker's fez if I can't get to him, can I? I don't know what voice I'm doing for little Billy. That's just Billy's voice now. Theodore, with Ash Gordon out of the picture, you'll be free to recapture and study the elusive Bigfoot, undisturbed. By Jove! Think of what I could deduce from new fur samples alone! Stabby, Shooty, by pulling this job off successfully, you'll have proven yourselves worthy of the rank of Enforcer. Dialtown's populace will know that you two must be feared, and for good reason, as you'll be directly executing my will. What we'll be qualified for? I mean, yeah, of course we're qualified to act as your enforcers. Oh, Lord, okay. Oh my god. Guys, Kai isn't even here for me to get the pool. I have another water over there. Let me grab it. Oh my goodness. I guess I'm just gonna chug. When did I gain another follower? Just right now. Thank you, Moss. I hope I can call you that. Is that okay? Thank you, Mossy. I'm not doing that. Okay, okay, chug. Make sure you're all drinking a shit ton of water, too. These checks are for all of us to stay healthy. Oh my god. You guys are still... I'm gonna die. I drank that whole bottle. I drank the whole bottle. That was a lot of water. What bottle? I'm super turbo hydrated. Oh my goodness. I'm so hydrated. But oh, oh, okay, Katie, I'll drink a little bit more for you. Everyone, make sure you're staying hydrated too. Okay. Okay. No. I can't keep doing this. I can't keep doing this. Y'all better be drinking water too. Oh my goodness, okay. Leave it to us, Miss Crown. Abel. No more egg shit at your fun fair. Fantastic. Hydration stream. Okay. It is going to be cold soon. But, so this won't happen this year probably. But Kyle and I genuinely discussed with doing this a bit with filling up his pool. And doing a sort of stream like that. So, that's a potential for around a year in the future. Actually, I do think it's supposed to be 70 this weekend. You just wanted me to be hydrated. You better just want yourselves to be hydrated, too. And God, you're being paid in dog food to warm your seat. Thanks. You too. As a committee of concerned citizens, the Mingling. Wait, we're a committee? I figured we were, I don't know, an evil league of villainous fiends or some drivel to that effect. Gaslight God! Gaslight God! Or shut God down quickly. Do you have anything to drink? Also, you can too get up. Go get water while we decide whether or not to gaslight God. The Mingling is such a good name. Gaslight, gaslight, gaslight. Okay, I'm glad we all agree on gaslight. And you joined an evil society without complaint? Hey, free dog food. No, we are not an evil league, legion, squad, team, band, or anything of the sort. Well, what made you think we were? Well, for one, we're meeting during a thunderstorm. I don't control the clouds. I can't, try as I may. Mingus girl boss moment for real. You can control the weather. If you don't like it, you turn the thunder off. Hey, I'm fine with it. Just saying. Oh, also, the matching purple thing y'all have going on with your outfits and the overpresence of purple in the room. Coincidental. We're also meeting in a building that is essentially just a giant version of your head. Also, there's a tiny golden replica of your head on top of your cane. Also, the fact that you have a cane to begin with is pretty damning. See you in a second, Logan. Do you want the rest of the dog food or not? I'll be good, ma'am. Excellent. Now, on to the capture itself. There are. I'll need a cat carrier. The one you brought the swan here on will suffice. Shooty and Stabby will take care of the rest. League of Villains. How are we gonna get them into it, Miss Crown? Yeah, I've seen that fucker up close, and they look like the... They look like... I think that says they. They scratch and possibly bite. Oh, don't worry, you two. God dog ableist? I think you'll find my method of subduing them to be most effective. It took me a second to realize that was about the cane. Oh my goodness. What a beautiful spring morning. Hang on a moment. What do we have here? That's certain. Ah, beautiful English breakfast just for me. Oh no, his mink is gonna flirt. This is wonderful. What a windfall. Ash Gordon, I wouldn't eat that. Nah, it's good. No, I really don't think it is. The food's green, man. That's rarely good. Yeah, but I'm green, so I guess it checks out. How? What? There's audible malicious giggling coming from just outside the tent. It's obviously some kind of ruse. For crying out loud, that's clearly a human skull on the plate. I disagree. Please, Ash Gordon. For once in your life, exercise the slightest bit of self-control. I've decided that I'm gonna devour the breakfast. You're stupid. You know, just in case. Just in case what? Ugh, eating noises. No, Logan, you haven't told us that. Green eggs? Where's the ham? Real. We had that once. My mom used to dye the eggs in ham green. You had no reason to eat the plate! Es bueno. You sicken me. Oh, we're tripping again. Ugh. Me gut. Ash Gordon? No es bueno. Since when do we speak Spanish? Oh. Back here. We're just... We're in there! I need to do some work on the ADHD SMP tonight. So maybe if I have time after that. Oh my god, Spanish. Well, that was easy. Yeah, honestly, hardest part just getting them to bend in a shape that they'd fit in the carrier. We're not dealing with an extraordinarily crafty opponent, gentlemen. I would have been immensely concerned if you two had managed to somehow screw up literally any part of that. We're in the thing. So you two get to live for another day. The precious gift of life, bro! Hell yeah! Hey, if you're both so happy to be alive, this guy's responsible for that and he could really use some change. Come on, brother. Surely you can spare just one lousy dime. Miss Crown, do we really need this bozo here? What's my official title, Mayor? Seat warmer. Technically, he's doing exactly what I hired him for. What matters is that Ash Gordon happily took our insultingly conspicuous bait. And I still can't believe they did, as gullible as this fucker may be. The eggs were bright green. Well, stubby one, their eggs actually happen to be bright green. Thank you for lurking, Logan. Much appreciated. I'm actually unsure if they know that they're not meant to be that color. But they must have at least noticed the peculiarity of the green bacon or tomato, right? Maybe they're blind, like a mole? This could bode well for us. What I don't get is why we couldn't have gone for something more visually subtle. Are we letting Abel butt in, or berating him? Oh, valid, Logan, good luck. We letting him butt in? Really? We could have just snuck a few sleeping pills in with the beans and Bob's your uncle, they're down? Aha! You see, if you'd studied the creature's diet as I have, you'd know it'd be a fool's errand. It may surprise you to find out that our specimen primarily feeds on a rigorous diet of gravel and horse jerky. And, of course, washes it all down with copious amounts of cough syrup. Alas, the creature's biological acclimation to narcotics made tranquilization arduous, to say the least. Why does he talk like that? Why do you talk like that? Who the fuck says alas? Alasses and bullies aside, the mustachioed one brought up an apt point. I had to be certain that our dismal meal would reliably incapacitate the green one. Lest they wake up mid-transport, escape, and scurry under a parked car or down a toilet. Slip down a toilet, really? Abel, I've seen this thing spryly emerge from our treacherous sewers completely unscathed. A gutter-dwelling rat can crush its own spine to fit in narrow crevices. Can we really take any chances here? I say stuff like alas too. So, they're in the kiddie prison, drugged all hell, and you're gonna send them to a nice big farm with plenty of room to run around. Mission accomplished. Let's go home. Our mission is far from over. You see, based on several formal complaints that I received from one of April's former employees. Take it, Jerry! We can deduce that Ash Gordon is batshit crazy and will simply not take the hint. Our specimen's frankly revolting level of persistence, unfortunately, leaves my hands very much tied. The Mingling must remain vigilant and squash any of Ash Gordon's inevitable attempts to return to our civilized world. Have a nice dinner, Rummy. Thank you for lurking. Logan, don't distract me midstream. You're gonna make my view count go down bringing up Dream /Lighthearted /J. I'm kidding. By any means necessary. I'll make you proud, Papa. Just you see. Just you wait. Just you wait. What the hell is happening? Sorry, I'm checking Twitter. What? Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure there'll be clips. Alright, whatever. What? Chapter 3! Well, shit! I'm glad we've just been staring at this while I've been checking Twitter. Ugh. Where am I? Am I dead? Is this heaven? No. Too small. Too cramped. Hell, perhaps? Whatever the gay one was is trending. No. Not nearly red enough. Limbo? Thank you for lurking, Logan. Nah, this place doesn't look like a vast doctor's waiting room. plus no lukewarm coffee or elevator music. Purgatory. Final answer. Well, by my estimation, you've been stuffed into a cat carrier, which has in turn been abandoned in the middle of the woods. That is also likely, yes? I need to squirt. Not in a confined space. Not in a confined space! Or I feel like my head's full of jumping spiders, which are all holding boom boxes. Who could have foreseen this abject misfortune coming? I warned you! 90% of the time one's given a free breakfast, you're being inducted into a militia, cult, or being kidnapped to have your organs extracted and sold. I assume he means piss. I think. That, or you've just woken up, having overstayed your welcome after some really mediocre sex. By process of elimination, it was bound to be one of the other three. You got off lucky. Ugh. Baba wants out. Cool. So, stick your fingers out of the bars and undo the latches on the carrier doors. Huh? Just stick your fingers out the door and fiddle with the 4 latches outside the corners of the... Oh, for the love of... Crafty house cats can figure this out, you know. Thank you, Katie. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a good shower and a good night if you don't come back. Just thrash around till the carrier breaks into its constituent pieces, then, I guess. Okay. We did it! Yippee! Well, that could have been worse. Considering that you're not short exactly 1 kidney or abroad in an alien spaceship, I'd say that you're alright. Maybe the cat carrier itself was an alien ship. Somehow I doubt that. And why's that, Mr. Smarty Pants? What do you know about aliens? Well, I know there clearly weren't any aliens in the cat carrier. Lord, you were a tight enough fit. I very much doubt that even 1 alien could have been crammed in there with you. Maybe they were there and just, like, really small? If that's the case, then you definitely murdered each and every one of them with your bulbous, lime-hued ass while you were thrashing around aimlessly. Damn. What a way to go. A martyr's death. Besides, I'm sure they would have probed you after knocking you out, and they couldn't possibly have done that, right? Well, my ass feels undisturbed, so doubtful. Well, is any part of your body marked? No probes or chips, but I do have a note stapled to my spine. Alright? Yeah, those usually contain some strongly worded information. Go ahead, read it. Huh. The note seems to stay. Ah, shit, that's right, I can't read. Don't come back! I mean it! Don't even try! Don't! I mean it! I really mean it! I mean it! Don't come back! I mean it! Phone goddammit! If you come back, I swear! Mingus. I have no clue what this says. Wait. M-I-N-G-U-S. Good luck on your homework, Mossy. Thank you for lurking. I know that specific combo of hieroglyphics from the mayoral campaign posters. We call those letters, but go on. That's the cat lady. Oops. You know, the one with the cane? Politics puss. Great job. Never call her that in my presence again. Huh, and there's more on the back, too. I can't read that. Shit, I guess I'm not gonna find out why I'm here. Bummer. I mean... Like, I can make out some words, but not enough to read it. Like, I can see wretched creature right here and mayor, and I think this says Shinji, maybe. Alright, may I make a worthwhile suggestion? Wander out into the woods and keep walking till you drop dead. Okay, yeah. That seems to be my best move right now. Oh, woe is me. Oh, woe is me. Ah, fuck. I am wandering through these desolate trees all alone. I am a lost little creature, left alone to die in the snow. It isn't snowing. Ah, fuck! Ah! Please cease the weeping and wanting. No, I shan't. Please, you'll wear yourself out and fall unconscious. Okay, never mind. Feel free to hasten the inevitable. Actually, if you want to really speed things up, then you should jog on the spot while you're screaming. Use up the last bit of juice in that iguana-hued husk of a body. Okay. Oh, woe is me! Jogging in place. Lost little critter. Ah, fuck! Sprint in place. Ticket Jerry! Ash Gordon! Is that Ticket Jerry? My truest friend and greatest ally! That's not... Okay, sure, alright. What are you doing out here? Oh, I'm just on my way back to my pasture. Pastard? Pastor. I'm a shepherd now, remember? Ticket Jerry is dead then. You're now Sheep Jerry. Do I get a say in this? What a ridiculous question. Don't do that to me. Computer issues. By the way, about the sheep thing, is this a new development or... Are you seriously asking... You got me this job after getting me fired from working the ticket booth at the fun fair. Oh yeah, good ending of Randy's route, right. What on earth are you talking about, you sad little creature? It matters not. Sheep Jerry, it's so good to see you. Yeah, right. So, to reflect your own question back at you, what are you doing out here? Did my wife send you? For the last time, we've been over this. If I can't bring the sheep home with me, she can't bring our marital issues out to the pasture. First of all, your pasture. Just call it the pasture. If the next thing you say doesn't engage me, I will try to leave. And should you attempt to stop me, I will become violent. Jerry, can you help me? I'm a lost little creature. Talking like that makes me want to help you far, far less. Please, I'm stranded and I need help. Well, what do you want me to do about it? Wait. I swear if you ask me to give you a ride back to Dialtown sitting on my lap. No, You see, I got drugged and then I woke up in the woods trapped in a cat carrier. Okay. I'm sure this sort of thing is a regular occurrence for you. So, what's the issue then? I need you to read this note for me. I found it stapled to my spine after I busted out of the cat carrier. I'm sorry, stapled onto your spine? Oh, Lord. I can't tell if this was meant to be intentionally cruel or if it was simply a display of baffling incompetence. Oh, must have been the mob. Definitely the Dialtown mob's handiwork. This is a very particular kind of befuddlement. Is practically their this very particular kind of befuddlement is practically their signature. So, the note? Oh, sure. I'll read it for you. Will your flock over in the Bashter be fine when you read it to me? Are you trying to talk me out of the favor that I just agreed to do for you? Oh, right. Sorry. Nah, I'm sure they'll be fine. After all, how much chaos could a few unattended sheep possibly cause in the few measly minutes I've spent here chatting with you? Yeah, that's what oh my god, they're yarn! I'm sure they're doing fine. Right. Let's read what the front of this here note. Oh. It reads, "Don't come back, I mean it. Don't even try, don't, I mean it. I really mean it, Okay, there's a whole page of this. Anyway, it's signed Mingus. Why did the music just change? Wait, the mayor exiled you? I can't believe she... Oh, Lord, I thought she was done with all the exiling nonsense since what? Were you gonna say Norway? Are we in Norway, Jerry? Yeah, Jerry must... That wheelchair does not look like it has good off-road wheels, but I guess his are freaking banging. Does this look like Norway to you? Alright, what were you gonna say then? Never mind. I was just rambling about something unimportant. So are you gonna read what's on the back of the note? Oh. Right, yes. Let's see here. Seems the side of the note is intended to be read by the first literate person to find you post-exile, in case you manage to wander back to civilization. Read it! Read it! Alright. Let me just... Oh. The note hardly only has 2 O's on it, Jerry. I can see more words than that. No. There's more than just my speechless reaction on the page, but... Ash Gordon, I don't think I should... You might simply be happier not hearing this. Jerry, what does it say? I need to know, Jerry. Alright then. To whom it may concern. Ooh, this art is cool. Alas, you have just encountered the henuous Ash Gordon, a vile and wretched creature. Strong start. I'm fond of Jerry, too. In all my years as mayor, I have never encountered a beast more repugnant than Ash Gordon. Ash Gordon is not just a burden, a pox, and a leech on society, but also an immense threat to civility and normality itself. A fundamentally selfish creature, Ash Gordon uses others for their own, often self-centered schemes, as if they were mere tools. This art is really cool. Ash Gordon frolics around in the open, breaking laws just as thoughtlessly as they have broken the collective hearts of our fair citizens. Tail! Oh, our smile! That's so neat. Freely engaging in public nudity and routinely harassing innocent civilians whenever they so wish. Oh, ugly! No! We would never say that to him! An obnoxious and abrasive degenerate, they periodically spew offensive, vulgar, and often hurtful utterances merely to see how their victim will react. Ash Gordon is incapable of listening to any advice or direction, no matter how detrimental the consequences of not doing so are to themselves and others. Ash Gordon will repeatedly harass a target, relentlessly eroding their willpower in order to get anything they so desire. And of course, the gangreeniest cryptid in question is reckless and will mortally endanger both themselves and innocent bystanders without a second thought. Hi, Void! Hello, Void! Hello! Welcome to stream. We're playing Chapter 3 of Dialtown. How are you doing? Ash Gordon must be shunned from all civilized society, as they have decided that they're too good to domesticate themselves. Or, as we who contribute to civilized society call it, treating others with basic courtesy and respect. If you are a Dialtown resident and should find this wretched heathen skulking around the perimeter of your city, I am instructing you to immediately notify one of my enforcers. Yeah, I'm glad you're doing good. My name is Mingus, Mayor of Dialtown. Look on this wretch, ye mighty, and despair. A new day is dawning in Dialtown, and it's all the brighter without Ash Gordon. Oh man, that's so cool! Yours felinely, Mayor Mingus Crown. That art style was so cool, chat. I loved it. Arnar. Ozymandias. That was really cool. That was so cool. Huh. That's... Huh. It's... valid. It's... None of that is true, right? Did I deserve this? Well, I don't. Well... Oh, Lord. All my life I've been told that I'm a monster. I thought those people just wanted to be hurtful because I was different. I had no idea that I really was a monster. Jerry, I'm sorry. No. No, this isn't right, damn it. This waste of paper isn't fit to wipe my ass. What? Ash Gordon, this note is bullshit. It's not reality. It's a manipulative, dishonest hit piece, one that Mingus is hoping will deter you from returning. Don't give her the satisfaction. But, I mean, the note's right about me. This is who I am. Look, Ash Gordon, I'm not going to pretend that you aren't sometimes extraordinarily selfish, reckless, vulgar, nor abrasive. Gee whiz, don't get all mushy on me, man. But there's two monstrous falsehoods in here, each of which makes this note completely refute itself. What falsehoods? First of all, as much as it pains me to admit it, given how much effort I put into deterring you from lollygagging around my former place of work, the fact that you refuse to give up is sometimes a positive attribute. I want to hold Jerry's hand too. I love him. But the note says I harassed you. Ash Gordon, you got me the job I'm currently working right now. I owe the Ba pasture to you. One. Ba pasture. pardon me. 2. Really? Oh, a stream? Is that on my end? Watch Logan say something about falsehoods. I think he's lurking, but I don't know. If stream is being messed up, I don't think it's on my end for once. Knock on wood. You don't know how much happier I am with this life. You didn't have to do any of this. But you did. You think the mayor has ever cared for my plight? That of the common man? I sent stacks of petitions urging the mayor to deal with your continued attempt to lay eggs on the fun fairgrounds. And she only acted after I left town, when it suited her schedule. Mingus and her posse are only out for themselves. Her inner circle is made up of solely loons, bureaucrats, and thugs, all high on their own power. They want you to believe that you're alone, but you're not. Have I really made the world a better place? Well, you've certainly made mine better. My marriage is stronger, and the smogless air is doing wonders for my Alsatian's eczema. Also, dealing with sheep is pretty chill compared to dealing with my old boss. Because of you, Randy Jade has a home, a better job, and ample time to recover from his swan-related injuries. Because of you, Karen Dunn is a state-renowned painter doing what she was born to do. Because of you, Oliver Swift gets to sleep soundly at night, knowing that Mr. Dickens' dream lives on through their horror attraction. Because of you, Bigfoot is content with himself and has felt human love, or rather, the love of whatever you are. All 5 of us are so much better off for having met you. And we'll stand with you. You've cared for 5 misfits that you didn't even know more than a month ago, to an extent that nobody else ever has. Jerry based for real. So I suppose I owe you thanks for that. Sheep, Jerry. I don't know what to say. Thank you. Wait, what was the other thing? The other what? You said that I had 2 glaring issues. What's the other? Hold on. I can check the stats, but I'm not getting notice. It's saying my quality's good, and I'm not dropping very many frames. You could do what now? It might be on your end, Jam. Oh, right. You aren't the first person that Mingus is exiled from Dialtown, you know? There was another. Someone else was exiled for their tomfoolery? Like me? Was it a clown? This music fucks. What? No! Clowns don't exist! A month ago, you were sure Bigfoot didn't exist. Don't do this to me, Ash Gordon. I just gave you an inspiring pep talk. Don't give me clown dreams again. Sorry. Look, that note says you're a danger to normality itself, but really, there's no such thing as a true normality nor abnormality. Normality is just an illusion, a concept that changes to fit wherever and perhaps whenever you happen to be. It's what people accept as the norm in a certain place and a certain time because of what's considered normal changes. Hundreds of years ago, it was normal to burn suspected witches, normal to declare a world war over Serbian tomfoolery, and normal to, well, to not have a phone for a head. You mean before the dial-up? Before everyone got object heads? Everyone except one. I can't tell you exactly how it all happened. I don't know the guy, never met him. But he's the last human left without an altered head, to my knowledge. His head is made of flesh, not metallic pieces with a plastic cell. My head is made of flesh, in fairness. No, stitches. He's a normie. Gasp. Like I said, he's from another place, another time. Mingus exiled him from Dialtown for his abnormality. Said he conflicted with her vision for Dialtown, whatever the hell that means. But where he came from, he was normal, and we would have been abnormal. Like you. He got a bum deal. Where is he right now? Oh, he lives in a shack 8 miles from here, give or take. I don't know if I'd recommend seeking him out. He's just as likely to shoot you on sight as he is to actually talk to you. Sorry, scratch that. He is far more likely to shoot you the moment he sees you than talk to you. I need to find him. Welcome back, Remy. I know that I'm not going to be able to talk you out of this. But you could live out here with me and the sheep. I've got a spare pile of hay in the dry corner of my barn. Jerry. For dinner? Is that all you had? This is Ticket Jerry. But he's Sheep Jerry now. Alright. Just know that if you ever grow weary, hungry, or get hit by lightning or whatever, I'll always be out here, waiting for you. Jerry. Thank you. I'm going to seek this man out now. Okay. Cut through the clearing and walk through the trees for 8 or so miles due north. You'll find the shack. And for what it's worth, good luck. Hope you find what you're looking for. Thank you, Jerry. It's been my pleasure, truly. Please try not to walk straight into a bear trap. Wouldn't be the first time. Farewell, Sheep Jerry. Goodbye, Ash Gordon. You're welcome back anytime. I love that our relationship with Jerry got better. That's so awesome. Chat, I need a bathroom break. So I will be right back. I'm not going to run an ad because I'm not. So, talk about how you feel about the chapter 3 stuff and all that jazz, and I'll be back in a minute. I sleep on the concrete floor. I don't think yar is a word. Okay, you got me there. Obsessed with the implication that, because it's the Hannibal verse, I'm inherently a cannibal, but I'll accept that. I like the Ashvorden the cannibal. Okay, we're making new words. Well, I guess, like, yar, har, fiddly dee is a word. Whew, I'm so exhausted. Must have walked a good 7 miles by now, at least. 7? Jerry is still within earshot. Keep going! You're doing great! Oh, Lord. You know that it's only gonna get harder from here, right? That's valid, Seb. It was really funny. Hannibal... NBC's Hannibal is really good. I told my coworkers about it the other day. Because that's what you talk about at work. No, I have to find the normie man. Return to Dialtown. If you're tired already, Jerry's always got that pile of hay in his barn. Alright, I'll address the power hose-headed elephant in the room then. Why? Why on earth do you want to go back to Dialtown so badly? Is this about your eggs? I can't just leave them, narrator. Okay, I know you've invested an unusual amount of time and effort for you into birthing them, but you know they're probably gonna look like you when they hatch, right? What's that supposed to mean exactly? Just a factor to consider before you get yourself killed trying to get to them again. Yeah, so true. We're looking for the only guy with a human head left. Alright, quick trip back to Dialtown, grab the eggs, then hitchhike as far away from Dialtown as you possibly can. I don't plan to abandon Dialtown either, actually. Dialtown is so good. I love it. I'm sorry, abandon Dialtown! They exiled you, Ashgorden. The town's mayor has it out for you. Most of the citizens there treated you like some kind of monster. Why not start over? Why not take your eggs elsewhere and start a new life? Dialtown's home. I won't let anyone take my home away from me. Just pig-headed as always. Alright, it's a long shot, but let's just keep moving. I'll make sure you keep north. What if the real north was the friends I made along the way? I will guide you straight into lava, you know. I'd really rather if you didn't. Just go forward, Ashgorden, before I decide to do just that. Okay. Behold, a shack. You think this is the place? Well, let's see. It's a shack. We've traveled roughly 8 miles north, and... Alright, most important thing. Jerry mentioned that this dude is more likely to shoot you on sight than actually speak to you. This is most certainly looks like the home of someone who would do just that. Looks fine to me. This place looks fine to you, huh? Oh, I missed something. Yeah, Hello? The deranged graffiti? We don't know that this graffiti's his. It's on his house. Hey, for all we know, maybe little Billy came out here and vandalized the poor dude's home. Bullshit. You can't know for sure. Yes, I can. For a start, none of the nearby trees are on fire nor charred husks. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. He would see to that. I mean, maybe the guy was just out of sticky notes, so he, Are you kidding me? Don't drink the water? Maybe the allure of the dude's toilet water is just too much for the poor guy. I know I sometimes need to be reminded not to drink it. Even when I remind you not to, you still drink it. Add flavor. Many eyes, always watching. Theory. Owls. This guy's clearly unhinged and quite possibly feral. Let's bounce. Hey, I'm feral. It's not such a bad life. You're stranded in the woods because you got exiled for not being housebroken. Oh, right. Yeah. Regardless, I'm now approaching the shack. Kill salesman! Does that just say Mingus? Should I knock on the door? Could try opening it first to check if it's locked. Of course it's locked. Door didn't open. This leads me to believe that the door is indeed locked. Actually, perhaps that's for the best. Jerry stated pretty clearly that this dude might totally shoot your noggin clean off. Probably be best not to break into his house and startle him. Right. Could throw a brick through his window. You're stupid. What happened the last time you tried that? Oh, I went to prison for a short spell. Wait, if I did that again, the cops would, pardon me, drag me back to Dialtown. Yeah, but you'd be in prison. But I would be back in Dialtown. Yeah, and behind bars. I will consider my options. Yeah, Gingy is such an interesting character because, like, he says... I don't know why I just defaulted to he, him pronouns for Gingy. They say the most, like, out-of-pocket shit. And then they're like... But they're also, like, super depth. And they want to be a good person. They're just weird. Like me. I don't know. I love the writing in Dialtown. Scratch that. Prison food tends to be jerky-less. I'ma just knock. Phenomenal. That's a massive eyeball. This is private land, partner. So, I suggest you leave before I decide to do what I usually do to trespassers. You mean inviting them in for a cup of coffee? If by cup of coffee you mean a lead slug fired straight into your head, then sure. I'm still unsure if... Am I being offered a cup of coffee? To be clear, I'm threatening to shoot you. With a shot of cappuccino? With the shot of a shotgun. I am threatening to shoot you in the head with a shotgun, partner. Actually, nah, forget that. Slugs don't grow on trees. You could just grab a snail, take its shell off. That's like a slug. Honestly, I'd just put a .44 on you, if we're being realistic. More economical that way. Is that a... It's not coffee. It's a bullet. I am not offering you coffee. You're a pretty lousy host, then. Lord, give me strength. Look, partner, I'm not normally the kind and merciful type, but I can tell you ain't all there, and most importantly, you definitely ain't a threat to me or my homestead. Just go. But we need to talk. Mayor Mingus exiled me too, from Dialtown. I'm a freak, just like you. Ugh. Just like... We ain't the same, partner. You don't have an inkling of what I've been through. I don't want you here, you understand? Boy, ain't that a familiar thing to hear. Don't you dare try guilt-tripping me, partner. You're trespassing on my land. Yeah, that usually does it alright. I'm not gonna warn you again. Just go. I'm not moving until you let me in. My door's dead-bolted, and I've got enough supplies to last me 6 winters in here. If you want to wait, you'll have to wait an awful long time, partner. So be it. We just chillin'? Oh my god, we are. Shinji! Did we grow fur or what? That art was cool. Well, what in tarnation could you possibly want from me? Crowd diverging choice. Yippee! Hi. I love that. You know, partner, I get the feeling you're like a leech. Oh, you're calling me a parasite, like Mayor Mingus did. Nah, that ain't what I meant. What I meant was, I'm getting the notion that you're just gonna cling to me and won't fall off till you suck my patience dry. Okay, yeah, that's an accurate portrayal of my entire gimmick, sure. I don't want to give you the satisfaction, but... well, the way I see it, you clearly ain't gonna quit. And the sooner I talk to you, the sooner you'll be on your way. Step inside, and be quick about it. What do you mean, wino purple? We'll get this chat of ours right over with real quick. Fit! Yastley! So, you're... huh. So what's with the paper bag? Why'd you think I have it on? Why'd you think I have it on, partner? Ooh, are you covering up an embarrassing bandage on your forehead? One that says something akin to fuckface, and if you take it off, you'll explode? What in tarnation are you gibbering about? Is this the sort of thing what they're teaching kids in school nowadays about folks like me? It's a real condition. I've met a dude like that. Uh-huh. Is he like me? What, a space cowboy? No. I mean... a fellow without an object head. Oh no, he's not quite a person, granted, but for unrelated reasons. You know, speaking of not quite being a person, I gotta ask. Why does your flesh have the hue of a watermelon anyhow? Oh, so it's fine to ask me rude questions about my biology, huh? Is my house, partner. I'll ask whatever questions I damn well please. Alright, let's just get this here conversation over with. What do you actually want? Ask your questions and go. Who are you? I'm Sergeant... oops. Oops. I'm Sergeant Norm Allen. Of course you are. What's a Sarge E-ant? It means I was in the Air Force, and I was pretty good at what I did. What? Flying. Planes and such. Planes? I know you know what an airplane is. I do? Big metal bird. Roars when you throw lunch meat in its engines. Right. Yeah, I know what you mean now. Well, I'm ex-Air Force now. I rolled with NASA too for a while, actually. You know, the space folks. They sent you into space? Bone Lord, Mingus really went all out trying to exile you. I wasn't a pariah back then, partner. As a matter of fact, I was decorated. Like a Christmas tree? Christmas tree? No, not like a Christmas tree, partner. It means I was valued, celebrated. For your information, the president himself selected me for a mission. Ooh, which one? President Phone Ringin? Phone Bill Clinton? Nah, the man who picked me was the greatest visionary in American history. President Callum Crown. What?! What?! What do you mean?! Oh, it's 10:01, guys. I gotta quiet down. What do you mean? What do you mean? Hey, I know that name. Wasn't he... he did the dial-up. Didn't he invent the cotton candy machine or something? Did he? He was the fella who invented the first phone head. The man who initiated the dial-up. You know, the day the whole world became chock full of phone folks. Right, about that. Why aren't you a phone? I was told that the dial-up got everyone. Right. Well, you see, it sorta did, but... Because that's the guy who did the dial-up for me. So this guy, who's the only guy left who doesn't have a phone head, why does he like Callum Crown? Well, you see, it sorta did, but... You see, President Crown decided to send me on an immensely vital, an unprecedented expedition. He chose for me to be the first human being ever to enter a wormhole. We tried sending robots and Lycan first, but all of them lost signal pretty quickly, as I'm sure you can imagine. I've never seen a robot, and if I did, I would likely hit on it and or shit myself. Sorry, go on. Yeah. We weren't sure if they were getting crushed inside the wormhole or if they were just traveling too far away from us. Anywho, as a patriot, I was beyond honored to have been hand-picked by President Crown for the mission. They sent me up in one of our state-of-the-art crafts. I piloted her through, and well, I just came right back out the same way I came in, seemingly. Nothing that's weird, I suppose. Except, I could see every single one of the robots that we'd previously sent floating through around outside the hole now. Kinda spooked me, you know, since I didn't see a single one of them outside the hole before I went in. Either way, undeterred, I made my way back to Earth. Boy, did I get a shock when I landed and re-emerged from my vessel. I guess. You ever see that one movie where the astronaut returns to Earth and there's monkeys everywhere? I own that movie. And then he sees the Statue of Liberty on the beach and freaks out because he's been in New York the whole time. And New York sucks. And them yuppies and city slickers. All them yuppies. And I'm pretty sure that isn't why the dude was upset. But fuck, I don't know enough about monkeys to contradict you. Long story short, I time traveled. The wormhole warped the fabric of time as well as space, it'd seem. In an instant, I warped from the summer 66 to the 2020s. Oh. God told me about why wormholes do that. He said that's where he put a cigar out on the fabric of space-time. I had to leave my wife, my whole life behind to investigate a cigar burn in outer. God damn it. His fault, man. Take it up with him. You know what? I very my well. Anyhow, by time traveling past the day the dial-up occurred, well, I ended up being the one guy on Earth to get left behind. The one normie left. Well, except I heard something happened with the clowns. Right, they marched on DC and all got gunned down by the new gun-headed riot police. Tragic and hilarious. My God, you could hear the comical honks for miles. Uh-huh. I remember when clowns were everywhere, you know. I'm so sorry. Yeah, well, I guess this is the one advantage of living in this time and place, if there are any upsides at all. So, I guess it's just left now. The last normie. That's why I got exiled from Dialtown in the first place, you know. Didn't want to conform and get my head replaced against my will, all for the sake of fitting in. Oh, that's why I got kicked out of town. For threatening normality itself. Oh, give me a break. They use that same asinine line on you, too. Let me tell you something. There ain't nothing normal about Dialtown. And there certainly ain't nothing normal about the mayor of that backwater slum. She has this idea that by putting these plans of hers into motion, that she's somehow creating the Dialtown that Callum Crown presided over. I spent time in Dialtown before they launched me into space, you know. I actually saw the Dialtown that existed back then, unlike her. I personally knew her grandfather before she's an ignorant hypocrite, not fit to hold an office, let alone run an entire town. Minkus is certainly something, alright. You ever seen her up close? She's got a cat head. A fleshy cat head, pre-dial-up era. The kind from my time. You know why she got that engineered, right? Because her grandpappy, President Callum Crown, had a cat just like how she looks now. She's trying to morph into his old cat. That's terrifying, but why? Sure as hell beats me. I don't know why anyone would want to look like she does. And somehow, she gets elected into public office time and time again, looking like that. They're happy to kick me to the curb. Yeah, their leader is the very definition of abnormality. She's a hypocrite. They all are in that damned dump. Dialtown's a town of bigoted hicks. Everyone in that godforsaken town's guilty by association. Oh, not everyone in Dialtown is that bad. Excuse me? They threw you out to the curb too, didn't they? The mayor's a prudish puss, fine. But I have friends back in Dialtown too. I guarantee you, anyone in that town would sell you down the river without a second thought. And if you can't see that, then you're just as blind as they all are. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I've answered all your questions. Ooh. I think you've imposed on me and taken advantage of my hospitality for long enough. You should leave. What hospitality? You didn't even offer me a cup of coffee. If you want to gargle brown water, then go sip from a puddle. I've got things to do. Yeah, like what? Stewing in your own bitterness? You don't know how long I've been here. I had to leave my whole life behind twice. Then again, being cast out of that big a town probably was a blessing in disguise for the both of us. I don't want to be alone. And I don't want company, so I suppose we're at an impasse. Oh, wait. Sip we ain't, 'cause I've got a gun. So get out. Move on. Find a better cesspit to squat in. Oh. And get yourself the hell out of mine. I don't know where to go. Take it, Jerry's. Follow the perimeter of town, out of the town till you find the freeway and hitchhike in literally any direction. Further you get away from Dialtown, the better. Don't make the mistake of settling too close to town like I did, or you'll have to put up with visitors like you showing up every now and again. Hydration check. Drink some water, chat. Wait, have others come by here? No one nearly as annoyingly persistent as you. There's a shepherd who lives 8 or so miles down the road, but he knows to keep his distance on account of the signs. Sure didn't stop you, though. Right, signs can't stop me because I can't read. Knew I should have gone all out and stuck a hat on a spike out front. Alright, I'll cut you a deal, partner. I'm willing to let you stay on my land if you want. But only from the chin up and at the end of a wooden stick. I'll pass. I need my neck for hooting and hollering, swallowing, and gargling. Yes, sure are a repulsive creature, ain't you? Thanks, me too. That wasn't a compliment, you know. Don't tell me how words should make me feel. Please be patient with me. God isn't finished with me yet. That's the first thing you've said so far that I happen to agree with, you know? Actually, you know, now that I think of it, I've seen a woman shulking around these parts for the last week or so through my binoculars. Of course, she's never gotten too close to the shack. Ugh. She seems she's the artsy type on account of her usually having an easel under her arm. Karen? Looks between 4'10" to 5'4", I'd say. Unarmed, course. Head's some kind of printer, brown, with a small white decal that I wasn't able to make out from the distance. Wait. Karen! You found Karen! You know this woman? Yeah, we... That's a truly revolting number of ellipses. This is fantastic news. She's smart. She'll figure a way to smuggle me back into Dialtown for sure. Goody for you. Now get out. You want to go back to that cesspit so bad? Then go. Get. Betcha she's over by the lake. That's where I'd go if I wanted to paint something from around these parts that wasn't trees, dirt, or sheep. Alright, I guess I'll go look for her then. Yep. Guess I'll just skedaddle now. You've already said that. I feel weird just leaving you here. Don't. I want you to. But I feel like we've really hit it off. We haven't, and it took an enormous amount of restraint not to shoot you at least 18 times in the last 3 minutes. But you didn't! You held back. Maybe you really... Get out! Why don't you want to come with me? 'Cause why in tarnation would I want to go back to Dialtown? I told you, that town's chock full of low-down snakes. Worst of all, that mayor. Oh, I know. Wouldn't it be really funny to see the mayor's face when I return? She's gonna be so pissed when she finds out I'm back. Might get mauled by police dogs again. We'll just have to see. My God, that's the stupidest. Wait. Huh. You really think that if you found your way back into Dialtown, that you'd be able to get to the mayor herself? Night, Ollie. Thank you for hanging out. Sleep well. You bet. I've reached her once. I'm sure I can do it again. No kidding. Alright, partner. I suppose you've convinced me. It's a deal, then. I have to say that. Epic! Wowzers! Very swag! You know, the deal is that I'm willing to accompany you back into Dialtown, not listen to your asinine idioms. I'll travel with you back to Dialtown, just to get to the mayor and see her get her just desserts. Please bring the gun. You know, in case we encounter a pack of roaming feral hogs. Like hell I'd leave my single action behind. If we're doing this, we're going all out. Let's head out. I want to get to the lake before we hit hog hour. Carbo! 10 minutes of the worst chit-chat imaginable later. So, are turnips like a fruit or what? For the last time, partner. I told you I'm willing to accompany you, but needless chit-chat does not come under the terms of our agreement. I'll walk with you, shoot at anything that tries to shoot at us first, but I ain't up for banter of any kind. This'll be the last turnip-related question, I promise. You've said that 3 times already, partner. No, more. Could be nicer to me, you know? And you could be quieter. My, what a world that might be. See you in a second, Remy. Thank you for lurking. I could always yodel to pass the time. Partner, as my mama used to say, it ain't wise to yodel at a man who's holding a loaded firearm. Your mom used to say that? Huh. Did she say it often? Once. Only needed to say it once for it to sink in. Huh. Alright then. Hey Norm, I have one last question. If you ask me another question about turnips or radishes, I swear you're gonna taste lead for the rest of your short life. No, I wanted to ask, is Mingus right about Dialtown? What are you talking about now? Are you starting to piece together why they might have wanted to get rid of you? Waited to get rid of you? No, not the exiling part. Her wanting to make Dialtown... Oh, wrong accent. Her wanting to make Dialtown just like it was when Callum was in charge. I guess what I mean is, do you think Dialtown was better off before Callum died? Before he won now? You think he's... You don't know a damn thing about what President Crown achieved, do you? I know he had a funny head, wore a flag tie, and made lots of telephones. That's the gist of him, right? The gist of... He was the greatest leader this here country's ever had. A visionary. And a tragic waste of potential in the end. I found out what happened to him after I jumped forward in time, of course. So wait, he's not dead, but is gone? That's the long and short of it, yeah? To my knowledge, he's alive and kicking, but still completely gone. I'm even more confused now. You make my brain hurt, Magic Hat Man. Alright. Maybe you'll understand if I start at the very beginning. Context and all. Ahem. I think he says it. I think he does that so it clears his throat.
Born here in Dialtown in 1923. Growing up in the 30s in an era of depression and change, Callum found himself transfixed with the technology that was becoming slowly commonplace at the time, namely the telephone. Callum was born with a severe deformity, having only one complete limb, his left arm. While extraordinarily bright, he lived a solitary life, watching other kids outside perform feats he could only dream of. When the early 40s rolled around, Callum signed up to fight in World War II, but wasn't accepted on account of his disability. He had to stay home and bitterly follow the war alongside the rest of those unfit to fight via hazy radio transmissions. If only I could walk, Callum thought to himself. If I could walk, I could serve. It was at that time that Callum put his garage workshop to good use. He made use of scraps of just about any metal he could get his hands on, forged himself a pair of prosthetic legs, which, while crudely assembled, were virtually unheard of at the time. He sent the Army Registration Office a note, vouching for his new metallic appendages, vowing to join their cause, whatever the cost. He never got a reply. So he simply sent another letter, then another, and another. What started as one letter quickly became dozens. Always a motivated guy, Callum decided to use his head, try something new. Callum bought his first telephone. After getting through to Dialtown's head mister, Callum found out that to his shock, every single one of his letters had hit their mark, but was simply thrown out en masse. I'm here to recruit the best of the best this country has to offer, the recruiter stated over the phone. Not some freak with metallic legs who'd slow the rest of my boys down. With a single disconnected click, Callum's dreams were obliterated yet again. Callum, now full of spite and determination, decided to better himself further. He built himself a right hand out of just about any metal he could find up for the construction of his legs, connected the copper wires to his own nerves, and forged the very first fully working prosthetic hand. With the war winding down, Callum decided to go out to patent his designs. People at the patent office looked at him as though he were a freak, with his rusted iron clanking hand and his bulky metallic legs. Callum bitterly listened to the end of the war, now disillusioned, via hazy radio transmission whilst tweaking his mechanical limbs to be more functional. Till 1948, Callum decided to try his hand at selling his mechanical limbs to war veterans, many of which had returned in the coming months after the war. Initially, they sold like hotcakes, allowing Crown to move from his garage to a small manufacturing plant. Sadly, this did not turn out to be a sustainable business model, as once each soldier bought a prosthetic leg or two, they didn't need to buy another. From 1950, Callum struggled to move even one limb. This led him back to the drawing board. His inventions had dramatically improved his own quality of life. He wondered if he could offer his fellow man an upgrade. Advanced metallic limbs had tools built in, had increased strength or flexibility. Limbs that could even change humanity, even the world as he knew it, just as he changed his own life. Callum took him to the public, parading his new and improved models around in the street shows, using himself as a test subject. Was laughed off as a monster with metallic limbs, trying to sell his own misery to others. Callum was looked on as a self-mutilated idiot, someone who made himself a freak for show and not as a talented and determined visionary who paved the path that he needed underneath him to walk.
I'll prove them wrong. I'll prove the whole world wrong if I must.
Callum gradually became more cynical. He began reading more into the market with the vain hopes of copying success. Sure enough, he figured it out. Sadly, America turned into a luxury market. Washing machines, televisions, refrigerators, always selling faster than the nearby factories could churn them out. Callum's idea to integrate organics and inorganics wasn't taken to right away. With a lack of sales revenue, Callum had to often shut down Crowd Mechanics Incorporated and let each and every one of his workers go. Callum soon became something of a town oddity, not unlike myself. A door-to-door salesman made of clunking rusted metal, a vendor of that which was unwanted. Callum somehow felt lonelier than ever before, even more so than when he was back in his garage, watching the rest of the world move outside his window. He reflected on his loneliness, once again being bound to his workshop next to his phone, desperate not to miss a single opportunity for his dream to take off. His phone had connected him to the world outside of the workshop, to the rest of Dialtown. Perhaps it could again. And that's when he realized.
I've got it now.
Callum spent a full year working on his new design. A telephone that's built into your hand, could be swapped and traded for other such devices, and has a 5-year warranty. No repurchase is required. Surprisingly, despite their clunkiness and novelty, the practicality of having complete and portable phone access anywhere in the world through airwave frequencies wasn't lost on people. And interestingly, the phones caught on quickly. A typewriter alternative even became common, allowing text to be printed from one's own hand, as if the user was having a conversation with the bare paper itself. Unpredictably, these phone heads caused a massive boom to employment, with young men and women getting hired left, right, and center as both manufacturers, but also operators in switchboard exchanges. This is extraordinarily popular, which he used to run for mayor, the Senate, and finally the presidency. All new roles he walked into, seen as a visionary, a man who could change the face of America for the second time. Becoming leader of the United Nations, Callum proposed to the world his vision for the future. His idea of a functional, inclusive, and wondrous mechanical world where all problems from famine to animal extinction, societal conflict, resource shortages, all could be solved, preventing future wars and creating worldwide harmony. However, due to paranoia, he refused to write the plan down in its entirety or tell anyone what it is prior to the proposal's agreement. Needless to say, the vote in favor for the plan won by a landslide. In the coming years, the whole world was converted to have inorganic hands. Women, children, animals too. Callum stood on the tallest podium given to a human being today, and fell the hardest one. He began to give his ultimate speech, his oratory oaths.
My fellow humans, now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Without further ado, the full details of my plan to substantially improve the whole world.
Callum had accidentally wiped his own answering box, which for his model telephone was being used to store his memories. But Callum having given himself total amnesia in an instant, the whole world was stunned. Life was made fundamentally different forever. All for a promise never kept. The changes, the thought process behind these sweeping modifications, are now a mystery. So, the world just picked up the pieces, without Callum, of course. Nowadays, Callum sits in an old nursing home, alone, tuning a busted record, asking anyone who comes near him.
Is the war over yet? I came for the signal.
Oh my god. Huh. He lived an extraordinary life. What a story. Yeah, but the story wasn't finished. Could never stand it when a story gets cut short before it's meant to end. That's just the way the world works, you know? No system values its pawns. Life ain't about what you deserve. It's about what you get. Whoa, that's eerie. My friend Karen said that to me once. You know, the woman you're about to meet? Meet? You make your arrangements with her and I'll just keep my distance, thank you very much. She'll likely have questions about the space cowboy lingering in the distance, though. She can ask you as many questions she cares to. My answer's still the same. I swore that I'd accompany you till we reached the man, but I said nothing about chatting to your strange friends. She's lovely, though. She's no nonsense, just like yourself. Don't try to butter me up. She and I are nothing alike, I guarantee you that. You really ate other people, huh? You know what? I think I'm gonna try to change your mind about that. Not everyone's bad, you know. There's still some good in the world. Sometimes people toss me meat. I hope that you'll get to see that. For the record, a company does not include the learning of life lessons. If I wanted to learn a crushing life lesson, I'd get married again or rub a kitty's exposed fluffy belly. Nah, partner. I'm just dandy as I am, thank you very much. Now then, let's keep moving. Sun's setting, and believe it or not, I don't want to see you break your ankle stepping in a gopher hole and for me to have to put you out of your misery like a broken horse. I wouldn't take it personally if you had to. Scary music. I appreciate you all meeting with me here yet again. As I'm sure you all know, approximately 1 year has passed since Ash Gordon's exile, which is coincidentally the first time we've all been able to meet, now that Billy's out of juvie on probation. Hey, don't slap the blame on me, Mingles. You could have overturned my conviction and got me out instantly. Call him out on his bullshit. First of all, call me Mingles again, and it's the death penalty for you, bucko. Secondly, you get 1 free pardon per year, and this was your 17th. 17 convictions a year is way lower than my annual average, to be yet fair. It's only mid-February. Look, my point still stands. The initiation of Phase 2 of Mayor Minkus's Perfect Society reforms is vastly overdue. Abel, drop by the fun fair and retrieve the green one-shelled spawn for Theodore. Don't do that. Are you kidding me? Why do I have to collect the eggs? They'll probably be moist. Very possibly, but alas, every other member is already preoccupied with a mission of their own. What about the mustachioed dude? He hasn't done much yet. I'm thinking about that too. Thero's coordinating the tranquilization, retrieval, and containing of Bigfoot as per our mutually beneficial agreement. And wrong voice. And I couldn't be more thrilled. Why, with competent and well-trained officers, this should be a cinch. Well, alas, Theodore, those 2 idiots are all you've got to work with, so plan accordingly. You mean us, ma'am? Are there any other 2-for-1 imbeciles in this room right now? You don't have to be so mean to us, ma'am. I guess. You're completely right, I don't. Also, take a pair of binoculars with you. They should help you locate the feral ape man without getting close enough to startle him. Theodore, take a tranquilizer gun. Snag him from afar. I guess that's possible, but it'd be sad. Look for him in Uptown first. I'm certain I heard on the grapevine that the bank has a vault chock full of bananas just for him. I'm sure he lingers around their premises constantly. Miss Crown, couldn't we maybe have 2 pairs of binoculars? Yeah, what if we squabbled over who gets to use the set you just gave us and accidentally let Bigfoot get away? Oh, well, that's easy. I'd have you both killed. Maybe Gingy can asexually reproduce. You can have him, bro. Bro. Marvelous. Billy, go get some fresh batteries for your megaphone from upstairs. So you're saying... Yes, you can have the megaphone back on the condition that you don't use it in here again. If you need to release that zestful pent-up energy of yours during one of our meetings, then just scream into a pillow or something. Can it be one of those novelty throw pillows you have in your lounge that looks just like your face? Why would you want to? Fine, it's a compromise, I guess, sure. Wait, why can't he retrieve the eggs instead? It'll only take him a literal minute to find the batteries. Are you seriously asking why I'm not entrusting Billy to receive a set of items that are specifically renowned for being incredibly fragile? An item that is also consistently used for obnoxious pranks by youthful delinquents such as himself? I guarantee you, if you let him lay a finger on a single one of those eggs, we'll have to scrub the front of the town hall for a solid week to dispel the smell of rotten egg joke. Yeah, it's true. I would totally betray you guys to vandalize your clubhouse the literal moment I felt like it. Well, what about the hobo? He's not doing anything. He's warming Bunny's seat. Very important. Oh, come on. Seriously? He's doing what I'm paying him for, which is more than I can say for you, Abel. Mayor, can I have some more dog food, please? You get half at the beginning, half at the end, as agreed. Yes, ma'am. Also, Abel, you're the only one of us here with the keys to the fun fair. You'd have to page your ticket booth employee and let him know someone else is coming on your behalf if we sent anyone else. Fat chance of that working. The guy's a moron. He'd somehow screw up opening the gate for us if we trusted him with that responsibility. Probably set the whole booth on fire or something. Be nice to Randy. Whatever I'm paying him, it's far too much. Hang on, are you even paying him minimum wage? Me too. I stand by my statement. Be nice to Randy. Look, how about this? If you go now, I promise you won't have to go back out again for the rest of the night. Which suits me, since you have no useful attributes aside from owning numerous roller coasters, so it's not like you're good for anything else. Alright. You didn't have to be so scathing about it. Next time, do as you're told the first time I ask, and I'll give you a wrapped peppermint instead of a harsh reality check. Now, get going. I believe we're all ready to initiate stage 2. Wait, hold on. I have a question. Okay, hear him out or gaslight God again. What do we think, chat? What do we think? I like how they're okay, so this one has him winking, this one he's just horrified. Hear him out. Any other thoughts? Wink. We'll hear him out. Alright, out with it then. If we're all preoccupied with warming seats, tranquilizing Bigfoot, screaming into pillows and whatnot, Then what's stopping Ash Gordon from just walking right back into town? Ash Gordon may be annoyingly persistent, yes. But they're also easily deterred by even the most trivial obstacles. Ah, the classic battle of the foam brick versus the undrivable car. The what? Hush, you. Anyway, even if Ash Gordon were to somehow make it back into town, well, whoever finds them would no doubt see the note stapled to their spine and swiftly report the encounter to us. Although, something tells me our green friend won't be sighted again. What, your brain? Yes, but also no. You see, I placed something quite interesting along the outskirts of town. Something akin to, say, a scarecrow. Should the stitched one wander back into the perimeter of Dialtown after a year of begging for scraps elsewhere, it'll stumble across my surprise and likely won't stop running until it reaches the next county. Oh! We're using its pronouns for me now, I see. Or more likely, collapses face down in a waterlogged ditch and gets mistaken for green roadkill the next morning. Oh, come on, it couldn't be that repugnant. That fucker eats gravel from the sides of train tracks. You're underestimating their depravity. Oh, you don't understand, my minute spite child. And I've had this thing engineered from pieces of the three most unnerving objects I could gather. All three entities shared a dark, potent energy as one being. We possess a truly wretched force to be reckoned with. Granted, it's quite unlikely that they'll actually find it after not being seen for a whole year. Oh my god! No! Look what they did to Bertha! So it's pieces from Big Bertha, the fortune teller, and the, like, fucked up thing from Carbo's route. Oh god, what is that? What on God's green earth have we just encountered? Half from Big Bertha. Knickknacks from Madame Mediocre. Entire essence of Greg. Big Gregma. No, no. No. Seeing this is the worst thing to happen to anyone in history. Fuck. Ah. You missed. I don't miss. Get it? You were saying? Norm, How? When you live in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, there's really only three things that you have to occupy yourself with. Shooting tin cans, hunting for your supper, and swatting flies, all three of which majorly help home your aim. Especially that third one. Good lord, the amount of critters that get you wandering and flying into your house. That you get. The largest of which was me! And the most annoyingly persistent. At least flies move away from your face for a moment when you swat at them. I'm a lovable creature. And you slaughtered Big Gregma, saving my life. Well, not quite, since you weren't in any actual danger, partner. You essentially just shat yourself over a weird-looking scarecrow. But had you not shot it, Phone Lord, I'd have ran till I hit the next county. Or, collapsed in a ditch 2 miles up the road. You got 2 more ancient debris, congrats, Logan. You cared enough to shoot it for my sake. You do have a kind heart, Norm. I shot because you were screaming right in my ear. I do have an ear on each side of my head, you know. Oh well, at least Big Grandma is fucking dead forever. Should I ask how in tarnation you knew what this abomination's name was? Oh, I met its 3 constituent parts as distinct entities in 3 of the other 4 routes. What? Never mind. Anyways, I'm 80% sure the mayor slapped it together with shit she found around town. Oh, of course. Only a creature vile and depraved as Mayor Mingus could conceive of an entity this obscene. Yeah, I think Mayor Mingus might be Kitty Satan. Oh, it'll be as sweet as molasses to see that cat get what she deserves. Yeah, I can't wait to see the look on her face when I return to town. Yeah, sure. Come on, we're spitting distance from the lake. With any luck, that permanent pal of yours will still be loitering around. He did, I noticed that. I was like, oh. Carbo! Karen, it's me, it's Ash Gordon! Ash Gordon? It's been so long, What are you doing out here? Did your cat homing instincts follow me out here? Did you pick up my scent? If you did, then that's extraordinarily impressive given that I haven't seen you in at least a year. I ain't surprised in the slightest to learn that you've got the nose of a bloodhound. Actually, no. You see, all the cough nectar I've drank has really dulled my palate. I don't quite have the nose of a bloodhound, more of an elderly pug, perhaps. Say, Karen, what are you doing out here anyway? It's like dusk and junk. You ever tried to paint the moon during the day? I'm sure I could if I... Norm, have you been to the moon? I've passed it, but I've never put foot on it. Didn't want to have to brawl with the feral folk still up there. Wait, what? Are there aliens up there? Come on, don't act up on me. Not quite aliens, nah. What, do you think the first folks who went up there actually came back down? That's cute. People assume the landing was faked, but really, it was everything after. But Neil Armstrong did come back to Earth, though. You sure about that? Have you met him, huh? Actually, I have. He signed my toy rocket ship at a space convention years ago. That's not the same Neil who landed on the moon. Trust me on this one. So wait. Then who was... You don't have the necessary clearance to know that, partner. So, Ash Gordon, are you going to introduce me to the eccentric dude to my left who visually clashes with himself, or... Hey now, don't you dare cast your narrow-minded judgment about how I look. Well, I'm an artist, Norm, so I know visual consistency when I see it, or in your case, lack thereof. I don't do subtlety, but even for me, you've got a lot going on. Alright, you two who seem to be coexisting. Karen, meet Sergeant Norm Allen. Norm, this here be Karen. Howdy, ma'am. He's essentially a cranky space cowboy, as you can see. Yeah, I figured that much out on my own. Is there much else to him? Nah, not really. Being a cosmic yeehaw grumpo is basically the whole gist of him. Got another 3? Damn, Logan. Congrats, but Jesus. Hey, just because I was an astronaut and I'm from out west does not make me a... You're wearing an American flag cowboy hat and a NASA suit, and you haven't smiled once since we've met, to my knowledge. Huh. So this is what a rootin' to an existential crisis feels like. Alright, now that introductions are out of the way. Why exactly are you gallivanting around the woods with a sardonic space cowboy, Ash Gordon? Oh, so funny story about that. It all started when I pissed off the wrong cat. Oh, for crying out loud. I'll just fill her in. It'll be much quicker and much less confusing for everyone involved. Several minutes of actually coherent explanation later. So, that's the gist of it, I suppose. Yeah, get all that? Yeah, I believe so. But, wait, how did they manage to cram them into a regular-sized cat carrier? With great difficulty, I'd imagine. Alright, thanks for clarifying. That was the only question I had. No, wait, actually, I have one other. Didn't you have a typewriter head when I saw you last, Ash Gordon? Yes, no, maybe? Cool. Hello? Let me click. So, what are you two looking for from me? Taxi fare, an alibi? Well, a way to get smuggled back into Dialtown would be just dandy, ma'am. What's, Jim? If you were to know such a way, that is. There may be security wandering around the perimeter of town, waiting for my inevitable return. Karen did say trans rights. Good for her, good for her. Good for us. So we'll need to get smuggled into town inside of something inconspicuous. Trojan horse! Trojan horse! Trojan horse! I could take you back in a handbag. Ooh, my voice might be trying to go. Granted, I don't normally carry one of those around with me, so it might look a tad suspicious. Also, the handbag would have to be large enough to fit the both of you inside, which would almost certainly look suspicious. Oh, Lord. Just cram the two of us into a pair of big old suitcases and call it a day. Do you seriously think I'm going to wheel both all the way into town? Asking me to lug just one of you back into town would be a ridiculous request, let alone the both of you. Come on, Caramel. Referring to me as Caramel, while simultaneous trying to gain a favor from me is quite a foolish strategy, you know? Also, what if those hypothetical guards were to stop me? What would I even say is contained within my two massive, pulsating, grunting suitcases if questioned? Just say they have miscellaneous cargo in them. Works every time. Your ideas stink, for the record. Don't be rude to Ash Gordon. Oh, come on. You're hardly a walking beam of sunshine yourself. Ash Gordon and I go way back. I'm not the one giving a total stranger a rude introduction. In fairness, you were vocally repulsed by me when we met. I feel that was earned, though. Alright then, genius. Think of another plan. We could dig a tunnel underground right into Dialtown. Fantastic plan! You definitely wouldn't just die underground after a cave-in. Agree to disagree, Norm. While Ash Gordon can almost certainly navigate underground at a speed comparable to your average mole, unlike the mole, Ash Gordon would almost definitely swallow all of the soil they cleared. They would definitely die underground, groaning and clutching their soil-filled belly. No, Karen, he wasn't speaking genuinely. Norm was being sarcastic. Norm, I have to say, I find you to be an incredibly unlikable individual. Oh, what? So my company's undesirable, but you find hanging around this green varmint to be just peachy? Ash Gordon was the first person to ever make me see my own value, I'll have you know. Oh, like this moron. I'm right here, you know. This moron convinced me to spread my wings and show my art to the world. Ash Gordon taught me that ultimately you have to take responsibility for your own happiness, because nobody else will. Huh. That's obvious, though. Well, do you? I love Karen. To me, you're just a cantankerous old coo, happy to stew in your old bitterness. Oh no! Undying your earbuds right now, Seb. Brrr. Hey, for your information, I'm not that old. Aren't you legally like 100? You're a dinosaur. No, I'm sure I'm legally dead by now. That ain't the same as being 100, you know. Well, most people born 100 years ago are legally dead now, statistically, so the two aren't mutually exclusive. She has a point, Norm. I hate three-way conversations. Wait. I know a way to smuggle you two into Dialtown. Yes. Brrr. Oh, chat. I don't think I mentioned. Speaking of batteries, I got a new mouse, so I'm not playing on trackpad this stream. You do? Of course I remember Oliver Swift. Do you remember Oliver Swift by any chance? Worked at the old cinema, co-runs a horror attraction now. You started in a movie he directed. He saw stuff like Gnarly and Groovy a lot. The name rings a bell, I guess. He wears a fez. Oliver, the Olive Man, yes! There's been a lot of back and forth about me doing some commission work for him, you know, for his attraction. He wants something surreal and haunting, and he thinks I have the chops for what he has in mind. He receives crates full of props on a weekly basis, so it wouldn't garner any suspicion if he were to receive another tonight with you both inside. If I were to send you both to his attraction and pay for a courier to pick the crate up, you two would reach Uptown Dialtown in just under 2 hours. Karen, you're a genius! I can't thank you enough! If there's anything I can do to return the favor. I liked it when you called me a genius. Genius, you're a genius! Thank you. Alrighty then. It appears we've got a game plan. Actually, for your fare, Norm, I'll need something from you first. Oh, so you're the stingy type, huh? Alright, my ma didn't raise me to expect something for nothing, so how much do you want? Oh, no, I wasn't referring to financial compensation. Hi, Remy, welcome back. See you later, Seb. Thanks for hanging out. I love Karen and Gingy so much, too. Apologize to Ash Gordon. No apology, no trip. Apologize for what? You called them a moron. Only I and certain Supreme Court justices have the authority to do that. How long have you been back for? Hey, I agreed to accompany them as armed backup, but I said nothing about providing pleasant conversation. They are epic lesbians. So true. Ash Gordon, do you really want someone like this accompanying you on your journey? Oh, that's mean. Let me check. Yeah, I don't have any messages from you since you lurked. You got Logan, holy hell! He's a whatever do you mean, dearest Karen? Oh, wow. I mean, what if he shoots somebody? That'll only complicate matters further. What if someone shoots at me, Karen? You don't think they'd No, no. I'm sure they'd just squeeze you into another cat carrier. Yeah, as if. Do you want to know what the definition of insanity is, Missy? Be nice to her. Treat her with respect. Yeah, it's calling me Missy and expecting to wake up uncastrated. Is it spending hours cramming me into a cat carrier? Both of those definitions work, sure. That's crazy, Logan. Now, you apologize. No. Say you're sorry. You really think that's wise? Trying to issue commands to an armed man? I could destroy you and you know it. Ash Gordon, I'm sorry Karen feels I've hurt your feelings. You! Alright. I'm sorry that I called you a moron, Ash Gordon. I shouldn't have said it out loud. Just in my head. Thank you. And yes, that is the standard procedure for dealing with Ash Gordon's tomfoolery. I'm a lovable scamp. I've got a spare crate to shove you both into. You just gotta call Oliver so he knows to expect you both. But wait. I'm unable to perform basic tasks. You have a printer head, and Norm has a flesh head. That leaves us with nobody in our posse with a working phone head. To call Oliver, we'll have to hack into Dialtown's phone lines, and... I mean, I could just call him on my cell phone. You can do that? You know, every single person in civilized society has one of these, right? Well, I don't. Norm, you live in a shack and eat possum meat. I'm glad she just knows that. I don't eat... Fuck. In fairness, possum is succulent and gammy. Truly a working man's delicacy. I've seen you eat possums with tire marks on them, Ash Gordon. See. Alright, let's just get you two loaded into a crate before I change my mind. Karen, my ink churning maiden, how can I ever make it up to you? Do you want me to call you a genius again? Never again referring to me as an ink churning maiden would be a wondrous start. Chat, I have to run to the bathroom again. Oh, what the hell. So I will be right back. You guys discuss how much we love Karen, because she's a girl boss. Hi, chat. Karen is a cool person. Hold on, we're gonna switch the camera. Hi, handsome boy. Oh. Oh. Hi, thank you. Guess who y'all get to see for free? A very happy boy, for sure. He loves this so much. This is definitely his favorite. Yeah. You want to get down? Okay. You can get down. I'm now cat hair. We love him. Oh, sleepy. You seeing this, bro? Yeah, bro. Imagine wearing a cowboy hat and a NASA suit at once. Talk about a wardrobe malfunction, am I right? Yeah, and he's with Ash Gordon. Oh, yeah, that too. We should probably let the mayor know about this. Ugh, do we have to? What if she yells at us? If those two bozos find a way back into town, she'll do more than just yell at us, bro. Besides, if we manage to capture him, she might reward us. Handsomely. A handsome reward for my handsome bro. Bro. Do you think she'd let us pick a less classy outfit for the Yeehaw Space Dude if we managed to capture them? Oh, hell yeah, bro. Let's ask. And if she says yes, we'll actually try this time. They're what? What happened to Big Gregma? How on earth did they make it past my stationary and inanimate obstacle? Well, from what we can deduce, the Yeehaw Moon Man filled it with bullet holes and then it kinda exploded. Yeah, that'll happen, alright. You know, as a sea warmer, you don't have to speak. Cool. I won't speak unless I have something funny or epic to say then. Okay, allow me to be more specific. As a seat warmer, you mustn't speak. Alright, now, who could be smuggling our green friend back into town after a year of not being sighted? I know they couldn't have had any contact with any of our residents, with all phone calls in the city being bugged and all phone lines being tapped. Who in town owes Ash Gordon some kind of favor? Well, the numbskull I hired to operate my ticket booth for a start. Oh, please. Randy. He's no threat to us at all. Randy quite literally peaked at birth. Anyone else? Be nice to Randy. Bigfoot might owe Ash Gordon money. Right. The very same Bigfoot who's presently confined to the inside of a cage whilst being examined by Theodore. Poor Bigfoot. What about God? I've seen those two chatting before. Well, God's here, warming up a seat, so it's unlikely that he's plotting to help Ash Gordon. It's true, I was there. It's obviously the Fez dude over at the horror hovel, bozos. Oh, right, the green one appeared in that god-awful film that the cinema premiered right before its closure. We love Randy. Ugh, of course. The cinematic travesty kept me up for a solid week. Easily the worst experience I had last year. Hey, wait a second. Didn't your dad die last year? I really didn't care for that movie, Billy. At least you got to watch it. 18s only. bozos wouldn't even let me loiter in the lobby during the premiere. Right, because you would have done something asinine during the show, like stuffing a bunch of lit firecrackers in one of the bathroom urinals. Yeah, but they didn't know that. Yes, they did, which is precisely why they made you leave. Look, I can't. You two, Stabby, Shooty. Go retrieve the green one from the spook house at once. And remember to club them out cold before you drag them here. Logan, what the fuck? Not after. It'll save you plenty of scratch marks during the sword ordeal, I can assure you. Bad idea, Mingus. That's Mayor Mingus to you, runt. Yeah, like that sounds any less ridiculous. Assert your dominance or shush the boy. Billy's being a dick again. I assume. Considering we always choose the one on the left. It is insane. You got it, Jam. Oh, and like Little Billy is particularly is a particularly distinguished sounding title. Actually, now that I think to ask, why do we both bother prefixing your name with Little when you're the only Billy here? Makes it easier to tell me apart from Colossal Billy. From what now? Trust me, Mingus, he's a-comin'. And when he does, you'll all be sorry. If he's a dimension-invading demonic entity, he'll have to sign the usual immigration forms, just like everyone else that comes into this dimension, you know. Do you know how powerful this being is? You should be very, very afraid. Alright, but he still has to fill out the forms like everyone else. You're crazy, you're crazy, Logan, affectionately. No exceptions. Come on, man, it's only a few pages. If he needs a nebula scale pen, I might be able to dig one up for him. Colossal Billy spits on your forms. Soon, you will know what it means to truly weep. Oh, yikes. He sounds like one nasty customer. Say, why are we hunting poor Ash Gordon and not this fella? And provoke it? Are you nuts? No more ideas from you. You're being paid for your toasty keister, not your toasted brain. So, you all ready to go, ma'am? I wouldn't if I was yous. They're inside a building and might have the place booby-trapped. Do you really want to risk them getting the drop on yous? Oh, please. Like they're smart enough to set a trap. The oaf fell for the green breakfast, for crying out loud. I don't know. I'd listen to the stunted one. Yeah, at least God feels bad for Gingy. His entire shtick is hiding behind random corners and needlessly hurting people just before they can react. This sort of thing sounds like it'd be right up his alley. What was that? Was that meant to be a pun? That doesn't work. Nobody so much as mentioned an alley. I say we just walk on in and play it by ear. What's the worst that could happen? Abel, I didn't become the mayor of Dialtown by half rigging our elections. No half measures. You two, loiter around menacingly in the alley outside. Really, God? Wise? I mean, if he just knocks on my door, it's not like I'm not gonna let him in. Why is he outside? It's cold out. Is he wearing capris again? Because I'll go beat him up. Reaching into the future for joke material is unimaginably cheap. It tells us all that you aren't witty enough to quip about what we're currently discussing. If you had said Allie in the present and not in the future, I wouldn't have needed to do that at all. Well, I was about to say it in the present. Yeah, but how do we know that? Acceptable. Sammy! Do you want out or are you just yelling? At 11 o'clock at night when it's freezing. Classic Kai. What do you think the future even is? You two venture forth to the aforementioned alley at once. Lest I take my feline rage out on you two decidedly less divine beings. Whoa, easy. Watch the bag, partner. If it tears, you won't live to remember what's underneath. Whoa, Karen really wasn't kidding. An honest to phone god cosmic yeehaw man. I don't know if I believe you, Kyle. / J. You'll redeem your free Sam Cam one day, and I await that day, Jim. Yo, Ash Gordon, where'd you even find this dude? The woods. Hey, Mr. Spaceman, can I, like, touch your head and junk? The old feelaroo. The old what now? Need I remind you that I'm armed, partner? Hey, man, no beef. I didn't mean anything weird by that. I just think your style's bodacious is all. Pardon me, partner? Your Astro gunslinging stick. It's real groovy. Okay, hold on. I gotta let the cat out. Sammy, you're the bane and love of my life simultaneously. Immensely gnarly. Chat, do you want a Swedish fish? There you go. Is this some kind of bit? Why is he talking like that? Like what? Who in Tarnation still says gnarly? Well, you say partner like every second sentence. Huh. You know, now that I think deeply about the situation we're in, this is all a tad ludicrous. What do you mean? I mean, a Fez man is standing right in front of you, and he's talking... Oh, Jesus. Talking to a watermelon-hued egg layer and a spaceman in a cowboy hat. Yeah, honestly, to say the plot's gone off the rails is an understatement. At this point, the story may as well be flying straight through an orphanage, but for, like, verbs and junk. I think I dropped a Swedish fish in my desk drawer. Well, I guess that lives there now. Yeah... Karen gave me a basic rundown on what ended up going down between you and the mayor. Granted, she didn't explain herself all that well on account of texts having character limits and some parts were super unclear. What on earth is a big Gregma anyhow? Oh, that. Yeah, we found Big Bertha on the outskirts of town. No kidding! How's the old girl doing? As gnarly as can be, I'd hope. Thank you, Jam. She's, well... Has she been eating? I keep worrying that she isn't eating enough. I'm sorry, eating? She rolled right over a dead badger when we encountered her. It looked very nutritious. Pardon me, but why would a movie projector need to... Don't ask. It's easier that way. Oh, right. The text also, left some of the overall context unclear. Did you really devour a poisonful English breakfast, croak, and then rise from your tomb, cat carrier, like some kind of green messiah? No, they didn't. Yes, I did. I rose from the ashes like a goddamn Phoenix. Rip Big Bertha. Oh, please. You clearly didn't die during the ordeal. Wait, hang on. Were you green before you ate the breakfast? Yeah, I've always been green. Ain't easy, man. Then you definitely didn't die and start decomposing. You're just being dramatic. You're no green messiah, partner. I don't know, Norm. I'd argue it differently. Ash Gordon did wonders for me. In fact, they're the whole reason me and Mr. Dickens still have this place at all. Wait, they helped you too? Just like the printer lady? You betcha. Ash Gordon's the gnarliest goblin I've ever met. Oh, like you met other goblins. You don't know Oliver, Norm. Take his word for it. If anyone would find, then crash a goblin rave, it's Oliver. You know, before this joint became Dialtown's biggest and only horror attraction, this place was a literal ghost town. And I have Ash Gordon to thank for what it's become. They saved Mr. Dickens' dream, and there's nothing groovier than that. Huh. No kidding. Hang on a sec. What in tarnation did you mean by literal ghost town? Oh, our attraction's immensely haunted. Ridiculously so. Sure it is. I worked at NASA, partner, so I ain't the superstitious type. I'm a man of science, so I ain't foolish enough to believe in ghosts, ghouls, phantoms, nor specters. I'm sure they don't believe in you either. What was that? Hey, man. You're a pretty groovy dude. I'm sure the ghost here would adore you. You know, I'm pretty sure one of them's a chick who died from malaria back in frontier times. I wonder how they are doing, too. You two could totally... I ain't from frontier times, partner. I was warped here from the 1960s. I mean, ghosts aren't real anyhow, so... Hey, chill, dude. I'm not asking you to believe this place is infested with, like, clowns or anything. I don't take you for that much of a sucker. You know, Fezzy, I've seen clowns with my very own eyes for. Up close. Looked deep into one's eyes for it hopped its bulbous red nose at me. I saw hunger unlike any other in that beast's eyes. You're yanking my chain, you must be. You're telling me you saw a real-life clown? Like, up close and lived to tell the tale? As God is my witness. I was reared back before the multicolored fiends went the way of the dodo, remember? Are the old horror stories, the legends, true? Did they really bite people? Of course they did. What sort of question is that? How do you sleep at night knowing you were that close to a wretched honk man? Much more soundly now, knowing there's now at least 50 years between me and then. 50 years between me and then. Whoa. That was an awesome story, Mr. Allen. Sergeant Norm Allen, U.S. Air Force. It's a fact most civilians don't know, but they pull astronauts from the Air Force. Guess they figure if you can fly a plane, you're halfway there to flying a rocket. I was actually a recruit during the Korean War, which was the first war that this great nation fought without a newly formed Air Force as a separate military branch. Fun fact. No one cares. Whoa! Oliver cares. I can't imagine the groovy things you've seen, the crazy stuff I could learn from you. I could listen to you talk for hours, Sergeant Allen. Hell yeah! Boys getting on! You know what? You're alright, kid. You seem more respectful than most of the folks I've encountered from this here town since I whooped. That's for damn sure. Oh, Dialtown really isn't such a bad place. I mean, you get a few wet blankets and prudes, sure. Tell me about it. That man's the worst of them. I tell you, I wouldn't bat an eyelash if someone were to, spay the cat. Or better yet, add an R and go for spray. Oh, a spritz from a water bottle. Groovy idea, Norm. I think rigging elections and exiling citizens simply for being different might be a little more extreme than just misbehaving. I mean, rigging elections and bigotry are both incredibly naughty. Okay, I guess I can't really argue with that. Your pal's right. Her crimes are unforgivable and a simple slap on the wrist won't do. No siree. By spray, I meant her brains all over a wall. Thanks to our good friend, Mr. Bullet. I don't like Mr. Bullet! Mr. Bullet isn't a fella I'd advise starting a tussle with, partner. 'Cause if you get in the way of what's coming to that fucking cat, you might just end up getting caught in the crossfire. Norm, are you saying You're not. You couldn't be. Mayor Mingus dies tonight. By dawn, our kitty friend will have been neutered and neutralized. You said you were coming with me to see the look on her face when I returned. I'm afraid I deceived you, so you'd agree to my offer. I never would have gotten to on my own escorting. Oh, I just closed the game. Hello? Video game? Come back? Unlike you, I ain't got friends in this here town. Nobody to help smuggle me in. And likewise, without me, you'd get yourself captured, maimed, or perhaps even more likely stuck in a giant mousetrap before you reach the mayor. This is a win-win for the both of us, you hear? I'll take care of your business, and then I'll take care of mine and wrap this whole thing up nice and clean. Sound good? Jesus, Logan. I'm stuck on this dialogue choice. Norm is a crazed space cowboy. Like, honestly, I get it, and I don't necessarily completely disagree with him. But I don't think this is the right way to go about it. Not completely. No, that does not sound good. What the fuck, man? I've got to side with Ash Gordon here, Norm. This isn't right. You know this isn't right. Like hell, this ain't right. She exiled both me and Ash Gordon, just for looking different. And have you seen what she looks like? She's a hypocrite of the highest caliber, and she made me out to be a monster. I can't just let slide. Well, are you a monster, Norm? Excuse me? If your natural intuition's to ask a question that stupid, then I sorely misjudged you, son. Answer the question. No, I am not a monster. Uh-huh. So, why are you trying so hard to prove her right, then? Prove her right? Oliver, she's a pox on this here town. She's bleeding Dialtown dry. This town ain't never gonna change while it's pinned under the damned cat's paw. I have to confront her. And as far as I'm concerned, if you're not with us, you're against us. I'm not saying that you shouldn't confront her, but I don't know. I say you should do it out in the open. Be the rational one out of the two of you. Mayor Mingus may not be such a groovy person, sure, but she's wicked at churning out xenophobic propaganda. The odds are stacked against you both, even without you committing any heinous misdeeds in the name of frontier justice. She wants you to prove her right, Norm. I know you can prove her wrong. So what? You want me to bargain with a tyrant? Do you expect for us to just join hands and sing Kumbaya? Not happening. There is no other way. There's always another way, Norm. There ain't. For my exile, the mayor said that unless I came back with an object head, I won't be allowed back into the city. She ain't changing her mind. So, are you telling me you agree with her? That's not what I'm saying at all. There's nuance to things, Norm. Look, take it from me. You shouldn't change any of your part of yourself just to be something other people expect you to be. That's as bad as not changing when you do need to change. You should change only if you need to, and do it for you. You deserve to be happy, Norm. And even if you don't see it, believe it or not, you have all the tools you need to live a happy life. You just need to think outside the box. Ash Gordon taught me that. Right. I guess we'll just have to agree to disagree on all this, Fezzy. Disagree about murder? I see it as justice, but sure, call what you want, I suppose. I didn't come back here to make any new friends, so it's no loss to me if you want to form your own point of view. Anyway, Ash Gordon, moving on to a more urgent and potentially less violent topic. We're back in town just like you planned. What's the next step your master plan? Eggs. Pardon me, Borden? I'm sorry, but did they just say eggs? Oh. Ash Gordon wants to check on their gnarly offspring, lest they hatch unsupervised. What in tarnation? Are you telling me that Ash Gordon lays eggs? Yeah, but not like daily, if that's what you mean. That'd be weird, you know? Well, that's not the weirdest thing I've heard today, I suppose. But it's mighty close, believe you me. We need to go check on them. Do you think the mayor could know about them, Oliver? Well, we did kind of hold a town-wide premiere for an indie film which showed you squatting and moaning all over town. And during which the egg line was shown in wicked, excruciating detail. Ah, balls. But she doesn't know where I laid them, right? That buys us time. Dude, there was a neon Ferris wheel in the background the entire time. Where else could the footage have taken place but the fun fair? That one tacky mattress shop with the Ferris wheel made of trash on the roof? Yeah. But if she tears the mattress store apart looking for the eggs and doesn't find them, then she'll know where they are by process of elimination. Fuck, this is bad. I need to go check on them. Well, alright then, partner. Best of luck with finding your eggs. What? You're coming with me, Eehaw McGee. Calling me Eehaw McGee makes me want to accompany you even less, you know. I'm here to put some lead into Ma'am Mingus. Why the hell would I follow you on this asinine request? Out of the goodness of your heart? I have no heart. Why did I assume that would work? I'll need to say something more compelling to convince him to follow me. You're talking aloud, you know. Note to self, he can... Still talking aloud. Plan B. Okay, see you in a second, Logan. Thank you for lurking. Plan C? Why would you even assume that'd work? Silence, Fezman. Radio, Stitchhead. Wait a moment, Eehaw McGee. If I'm going, that means you have to as well. What in tarnation are you jabbering on about now? Just because you're in Dialtown doesn't mean you can get to Mayor Mingus. How well do you know the layout of the town? I'd figure it out right quick, I'm sure. I'm a born navigator. If I can navigate 14,000 feet in the air and through space, I can find Town Hall, I'm sure. Uh-huh. Through what? Aimless wandering? Hard to sneak undetected to a destination you don't know the location of, isn't it? Face it, you need me more than I need you. They've got you there, Norm. Damn it to hell, ya. Fine. Quick detour, then we're going straight to the MAGA here. I'll get my justice tonight, mark my words. Right before we head out, I'm going outside to scout for undesirables. Stay here for the time being. I'll call you out when I know the coast is clear. Happy trails, Fezzy. Yeah, right. Bye. Lord, I thought he'd never leave. Look, Ash Gordon, I wasn't going to say this to you, but since we have a moment alone, I think you should ditch the cowboy. Wait, you mean Norm? No, one of the 17 other gnarly space cowboys that happened to be following you around. You know, with that kind of backup, my mission would be a lot easier. No, come on! I'm trying to get you to tell your sinister cowboy traveling companion to put an egg in his shoe and beat it, not to accumulate more of them, damn it. Egg? Look, Ash Gordon. Norm just told us he's gonna murder someone in cold blood. I know you know that this is wrong. I don't want you to be an accessory to this. So what? You're suggesting I just abandon him? Like I said, he won't make it out of here on his own. He'll get captured. Oh, and what a shame that would be. Hell, I say you could even put a tip in for him. Maybe the mayor'd even pardon you. You'd prevent a murder and get your old life back. You'd have it made, Ash Gordon. It's a win-win scenario. You suggesting I betray a friend and only to turn him over to my nemesis? I'm your friend, Ash Gordon, and I want you to do what's best for you. I want you to be able to spend the rest of your life without having to hide from her. Mayor Minkus uses people like tools. If she finds a use for you, she'll keep you around, and hell, maybe even on her payroll. But he is right about her, you know. Yeah, and she's clearly right about him. He's planning to murder another human being in cold blood. Okay, granted, that is a little naughty. I think it's more than just a little naughty, actually. Oh yeah, fuck it. It's quite naughty. Look, we're all a little off-kilter in Dialtown. Gnarly fur aside, she is a sentient person with actual fiends. Hard to believe as that may be. She made a dumb move banishing you, but well, we both know that she's wrong about you. Maybe you can show her that. There's no reason not to turn him in. You'd save a life and possibly gain yours back. Look, it's your call at the end of the day. I just don't want you to reap the consequences of his actions. I ain't no rat man! I don't talk to cops! I'm not asking you to help them for their sakes. What if you get cornered and he pulls his gun out of its holster? I'm sure he'd wave the gun around. He wouldn't. Remy, what time are you? Do you have senior pictures at tits o'clock in the morning? Oops. Nah, you wouldn't kill anyone. Not really. You couldn't. Come on out, Ash Gordon. Coast clear, I reckon. I love you too, Remy. Have a good sleep. I guess we're Splitsville again, then, eh? Just think about what I said, though, alright? Okay. Will do. See you later, dude. Mwah. Please think further about murder and not being very epic, please, and thank you. Fair. That is valid. Sure, okay. Maybe, perhaps not. No, okay. Wow, bye. Right, there you are. Took you long enough getting out here. Oh, okay. Say, can I ask you what the deal with that place was? Were you scared in there, Norm? I was not. Don't be afraid of your feelings, Norm. Ooh. I don't have feelings, What I meant was, the inside of that place looked like some sort of spook house, but out front the sign says cinema. Thank you, Remy. I appreciate it. Hearts for you. Have a good night. What sense does that make? Oh, it used to be a cinema. It got converted a week after last Valentine's Day. And yeah, the old sign's still up a year later. I guess they've just been busy? Uh-huh. Hey, before I forget. Yes, Gingy did just use a woo on Norm. Look, I know you took Fez's side in there, but I won't get all sore over it. As it stands, you need me and I need you. We can discuss our feelings plenty once each of us have wrapped up our respective plans. Or better yet, I can just fuck right off back to my cabin in the woods, and you can go back to doing whatever it is that you normally do around these parts, I guess. Either way, I ain't planning to stick around town for long after well, something tells me I won't be too welcome once I finish up my business here. Well, duh, you're planning to murder our mayor in cold blood. Well, she ain't my mayor. I don't live in Dialtown. Not that I'd want to live in a town like this where people show no sympathy for the downtrodden. Even if I could. Yeah, I don't know, Norm. I think Oliver feels plenty of sympathy for you, man. He agrees with you about Minkus's nature, you know. Just not what you want to do. What I'm gonna do, you mean? Oops. I just chose an option without even looking. I mean, you still have time to change your mind. Again with the sermons on the joys of negotiating with tyrants, huh? I thought it might work if we tried a second time. Oh, brother. How gullible do you have to? So, what? You think I'm gonna turn my back on years old mistreatment and scorn just because one person in town was nice to me? Well, I was hoping so, yeah. Not happening, partner. Now then. I think we'd better get moving for anything or anyone on this episode. Relax. I know how this game works pretty well by now. Game? You're standing in the middle of where I'm looking right now. Right, because you're looking straight at me. I ain't following where you're going with this. It means there's no space for a three-way dialogue scene. You know, because you'd have to stand closer to the left or the right side of the screen. To make space for the other character talking to us, that is. Fourth wall break! Huh? As long as you don't move relative to where I'm looking, we're safe. That has to be the daftest, most backwards. It'll work, just watch. See, I told you. Oh, shit. Fuck, the screens can slide across backgrounds now. Alright, God invented the mechanic for Bigfoot's romance route. What does any of that dribble even mean? Well, what do we have here? Hey, you said that I could say the line. Yeah, and you said you were able to speedwalk fast enough for us to spring an ambush, not arrive after they'd already left the spook shack. We're lucky they loitered around for so long like total morons, or we'd be up shit creek without a paddle. We can both hear y'all, you know. Hear what now? I mean, you have fallen into our trap, just as we'd planned. By allowing you to show yourselves first, we expertly... He's got a gun, you know. That's right, bozos. I'm holding a gun. And I have a knife in my hand, just in case he misses, which is, of course, incredibly unlikely. Is this a bit, or are you actually trying to intimidate us? Is it working? No. How about now? Also no. Shit, bro. The scary voice was all I had. Hang on, Ash Gordon. Who in tarnation are these two rattlesnakes, and why do they look like they're about to maim themselves with their own weapons? This is, Sorry, I forget. Did you guys ever reveal your names? Or are you just unnamed subway mugger and unnamed gun-headed asshole? We're the infamous crime... Oops, wrong accent. We're the infamous crime duo, Stabby and Shooty. Yeah, we're partners in crime, so that means you're out of time, huh? How long did it take you to come up with that? Bro, I plagiarized that from a greeting cards website. What do I tell them? Just act natural, bro. So, some weather we're having, eh? I'm very intimidated right now. Ah, shit. Hang on. Which one of y'all is the Shooty and which one of y'all is the Stabby? Pfft, that's obvious, bozo. Yeah, any old smuck could figure it out. Right, except one of y'all's holding a gun but has a knife head, and the other one of y'all has a gun head but is also holding a knife. So, the naming convention could honestly go either way. Shit, Do either y'all actually know? Of course we know our own stinking names. Then which one of y'all is which? I'm Stabby. Yeah, I'm certain of that. So you're certain that if I pull your ID out of your pocket and check the name on it, it'll 100% say Stabby and not Shooty? It's 50-50, bro. Pull out your ID. You think I've got ID? Little Billy buys booze for me. He's got a real fake ID. It's true, I've seen it. It's very convincing. Shit. They can hear us. You're talking aloud, right as I pointed out already. Shit. I say we just run. No, bro. We need the money. Think of Barbados, bro. Bro. Think of Barbados. You're right, bro. Again, we're Stabby and Shooty, the inseparable crime duo, and you're outta. You know, I've never once seen you two together. Not once. Shit, they've got us there. Our whole story's falling apart. What do we do? Oh, for the lover. Alright, partners, let's cut the horse crud. Why you're hassling us like a couple of starving ticks? Yeah, neither of us are bank clerks and we have no change for you. So, scram, we've got shit to do. Hey now, bank robberies and subway muggings were all old gigs. But things are different now. Yeah, oh, that was the wrong accent. Yeah, bozos, the new day is dawning in this here town. Things are different now. Say, what's with the accent? Are they actually from Brooklyn or is there something wrong with them? One or the other or both? Probably both. I am not doing a Brooklyn accent. I never figured out how to do a Brooklyn accent. The only thing wrong with us is that we won't be able to count on all the moolah we'll make once we haul you two back to the mayor. Say what now? Yeah, bozos. We're her elite enforcers. Finally, on the other side of the law and the poverty line. Oh man, there's a huge bounty on your heads and she handpicked us to bring you straight to her. Yeah, dead or alive. We'd prefer alive because frankly bodies are actually super heavy. Yeah, and we're sore from carrying huge bags of mulch from our weekend job. Man, crime just doesn't pay enough to cover the bills anymore. This one's really funny to me. Shit, guys. Congrats on your promotions. Hey, thanks. Thanks for the appreciation. Fugitives like you make all this worthwhile, you know? Ash Gordon, don't encourage him. I can't help it. I'm just a kindly goblin. Yeah, just 'cause you guys are wanted criminals doesn't mean you's gotta be rude. Nothing personal, Greenie, but yeah, we're gonna tie you both up and then call Mayor Mingus to collect us in her sports car. Yeah, we're going for a ride. Wait, she's collecting us? You said you were bringing us to her. Yeah, she doesn't actually trust us to guide you all the way back through Uptown. Wrong accent again. Yeah, she said you'd just skedaddle once our backs are turned and easily lose us. Then what was the whole thing about bodies being heavy? About if y'all would... About bodies being heavy... About bodies being heavy, about if y'all would even have to drag them back to the town hall. Well, she'd make us drag you both into her trunk if you kick the bucket right now. Like I said, bodies are really heavy. Ash Gordon, I'm really starting to worry that I'm gonna accidentally grievously harm these fellas. So, what's stopping us from just leaving this spot before the mayor arrives? That'd be us, bozo. Heh. Oh, good. Come on, Norm, let's go. Ah! I wouldn't make any quick moves if I was you. You see, I'm holding a gun, and my partner here's holding a knife, so I... Well, you see, partners, I also happen to have a pistol of my own holstered. So, if it's a duel you want... Shit, he's got a real gun with, like, bullets and junk. I'm out. Guns beat knife. It's classic rock, paper, scissors rules. Well, I have a gun too, so by rock, paper, scissors rules, we draw. Actually, I've already drawn. 10 paces, then we shoot. Norm, I wouldn't bother. His gun totally isn't loaded. Hey, shut up, you! You sure, Ash Gordon? I mean, I wouldn't put it past him to try and stick us with an unloaded pistol, but that's quite a ballsy assumption to make. Norm, you tried this exact trick on me and my buddy Randy before. Call his bluff, man. He's just a human roach. What are you calling a human roach, huh? Huh? I meant the other one, but... See, I don't get what it is that you are. Are you brothers, cousins, lovers, just co-workers? You call each other bro, but I don't get your vibe. We're beyond your understanding, bozo. Yo, they're in Homestuck quadrants. Yeah, and you should be afraid of the unknown, you little punk. Well, if I don't understand the danger of something, why would I fear it? Shit, they've got us there. I mean, can it? If you're so furious, why don't you just shoot them then, huh? Teach them a lesson. 'Cause, Mayor Mingus said she wants you two captured alive? Oh god, Homestuck. Bullshit. You said a moment ago that she wants us dead or alive. Hello? Shit, bro, I totally said that. I told you, bro! The dead or alive shtick only works if they assume you actually have a way to ice them. Ah, shit. We've really screwed the pooch on this one. This blows. Ash Gordon, I'm really starting to worry that I'm gonna kill at least one of these two varmints. It's okay. Remember, Norm, human roaches. We can leave them be. Let him scuttle under Mingus's metaphorical fridge as the equally metaphorical bulb lights up. Let's just go on our merry way. We've spent plenty of time on these two clowns. Shit, bro. They're gonna walk away from us. That's the opposite of what we want. Shit, bro. Shit! Rush him with your knife! This thing can barely cut butter, bro. Why do you want me to do? Poke at his paper bag and hope I jab an eye on the other side? He'd shoot me for that. Without hesitation. Why don't you rush him with your knife head, huh, tough guy? No way, bro. Are you kidding me? That guy has a freaking gun. I ain't doing that. So do you, bro. Except you don't load it, do you? Hey, your head's a gun too, bozo, and I don't see you loading your noggin with bullets. I told ya! I'm afraid if I open her up, I'll get dust in my head. I don't want a dusty barrels! Ash Gordon, I now fear that I'm going to murder these two mutton heads in a mighty messy manner. Okay, now that we've thoroughly established your, lack of everything, yeah, we're just gonna go. Can you guys rough yourselves up a little and tell the mayor we really fought you hard if either of you happen to run into her? Not a chance. Come on! If you don't, she'll rough us up. And boy, do I envy her that pleasure. Come on, Ash Gordon. Those eggs of yours ain't gonna take a gander at themselves. What do you mean they escaped? I didn't even ask you to bring them to me. You just had to hold them there. The idea of doing the alley ambush was so you could stand with your backs to the alley entrance so they couldn't do the old deferring dance. There was nothing we could have done, Mayor. The cowboy fella had a gun. You have a gun! You both have guns! Yeah. And when we asked you for bullets, me making the shrewd decision not to give you two idiots bullets is the sole reason you both managed to make it back alive at all. See, this is why you should have sent yours truly, my ostentatious hatted ally. For you see, I've got my trusty lever action. The eggs say revolting on them. Fuck you, bitches. Far more reliable than the pea shooter are equally as hatted, and I friend his carrying in his holster, I do say. Why is it always hats with him? Right, except I wanted this to be a discreet discreet operation, Theodore. Blowing a cryptid-sized hole in the spook house wall with a barrage of rifle pot shots is hardly inconspicuous. Should have sent me instead. I'd have stumped them with a mind-boggling riddle till you arrived. Seat warmers don't speak. To tell you the truth, Miss Crown, I don't know if we're exactly cut out for this enforcing stuff. You're right, you absolutely aren't. You're both fired. Get out. Ah, shit, bro. There go our paychecks. Well, if you need us. I won't. Well, we'll be, lying in the gutter and adding to the town's filth with our own. Good. Do not let me catch either of you near here again. Jeez. It's always exile with you, isn't? Sea Dream Corps. Incompetent goons be damned. My plans will just have to adapt. The Aurora? Am I correct in my belief? Oh, shit. In my belief that Bigfoot has been securely placed behind bars? Correct, madam. He is safe and sound in captivity, ready to be studied extensively. Yes, and who's monitoring his enclosure at the zoo at this current moment? Sea Dream Corps, that's what I said. Did you perchance wish for me to ask my gift shop cashier to observe the... Oh, for the love of God. Go watch the Ape Man Theodore and stay there. The last thing we need is a containment breach within a containment breach. Aha! But think of research possibilities, Your Highness. Why, if I were to gain the opportunity to observe Bigfoot in an uncontrolled environment... Yes, and then think about my chances of re-election. May I remind you that I actually need to receive votes to get re-elected? So what if you lose the love of the great unwashed? Don't you always rig our elections anyway? We're engaging. That's exactly my point, you half-pint half-wit. If nobody votes for me and I still get into office regardless, the dull masses will finally figure out that our ballot boxes are merely poorly disguised swans. Ha! Then the ballots didn't get investigated by the commission, and they discovered that I hired you to create crude crayon forgeries of the shredded ballots. I'd have to pay a lot of plebs off to make a catastrophe like that disappear. You said catastrophe. I have killed before, you know. Displeased cat noises. Just go, Theodore, and make haste. Oh, and take those ghastly eggs with you, lest their mucus binds them to the table and they become a permanent fixture in the room. Superb! Onwards and upwards, then! Farewell, my friends! Wonderful. And with that, I've halved the number of cretins left in the room. Do Abel next! Oh, speaking of... Abel? No, please, I have a family! You left the sticky note that I gave you at the site of the green one's nest upon collecting their filthy shelled offspring, correct? Oh! Oh, yeah, I did. Sure. Excellent. That's the rest of the plan set into motion, then. The sticky note makes up the rest of your entire scheme, huh? Must be one hell of a note. Oh, yes. I think they'll find the note compelling, to say the least. After all, the note says if the two don't instantly surrender themselves to me, that I'll be dining on green omelets tonight. Wait, hold on. That's one of the reality thingies again. Uh-huh. A plot hole. Nasty fellers. Well, I need to know what he's thinking. What are you blathering about now, you disheveled mongrel? Hello? Come on. See, that note makes no sense because you lack the supreme depravity needed to scarf down the immensely feared and cautiously review your nuclear omelet. Sides, you just gave the eggs to Theodore. That isn't a plot hole, my daft canid screened employee. I simply lied about planning to eat the whatever you called that wretched dish in order to ensure the green one complies with my order to surrender. My God, that's devious! Thank you. That wasn't a compliment. You just made me use my own name in vain. Now I can sit back, pour myself a nice goblet of milk, and... Yana! Excuse me? LMAO! You forgot to plan for if the cowboy decides not to bother accompanying that green bozo into the fun fair itself. Why would that be an issue? They'd simply reunite once the green one finds the note, and the plan would continue as normal from that point. Uh-huh. And which one of the two were you banking on reading the note? A green bozo's illiterate. Well, I'm sure Egg friends simply bring the note back to Norm for him to read in that case, surely. $10. $10 says the green schmuck will just mistake the sticky note for a slice of cheese and devour it instantly. No, even they wouldn't. What color's the paper? Oh, for the love of... It's truly ceaseless, isn't it? Abel, you... Nope, you swore that I wouldn't have to go back out. Are you kidding? Fine. Back to plan A, then. Billy, just track them down, tie them up, and drag them back to me. Okay, then. Just leave it to me, Puss. Do not. You're actually in luck, because tying people up happens to be a talent of mine, you know? Yes, I've seen your school report card. You're a scary, scary child. I'd honestly delete you from time by cock-blowing your parents before they could conceive you if I weren't afraid that you'd simply pop up somewhere else later in the timeline. And jump scare me when I least expect it. You should be afraid of me, mutt. I've got powerful friends, you know. Yeah, I very much already am. Be less demonic, please, and thank you. Alright, go now, you impertinent scamp. Wreak literal havoc. But remember this. If you fail, there will be consequences. Cool beans. Hey, you stop that. I was being intentionally menacing. That means I get the last word in. Have I made myself clear, Runt? Okay, sure, whatever. Good. Now, get going. And if you disappoint me, I'll make sure you won't soon forget it, so help me God. Did you just take God's name in vain while sitting in the same room as the dude? What did I just... Nah, it's fine, kid. I use the mayor's name as a word for bitch, so it's only fair I extend her the same courtesy. Excuse me? I've eaten birds and live mice, you know. Just don't assume that I don't have the emotional capacity to devour you whole as well, Vor. Are you claiming that you're powerful enough to eat God? Are you claiming that you're powerful enough to stop me? No, I was just asking, Oh, for the love of... We don't have time for this. Her scene shall now end, and shan't fade back in. Then stop. Oh my fucking god. Then stop fading the screen back in every time I quip, you neurotic kitty killjoy. Where did we even find you? Jesus. I need to Google something. I cannot find an estimated playtime for this part of the game. Okay, well, it's midnight and I've just been been going for 4 hours, and I really wanted to finish this route tonight. But I also have to work in the morning, and I work 9 hours. So, I think we'll have to put finishing off until another night. I'm not gonna see if there's anybody live to raid. I just closed the tab without thinking about it. What the hell is wrong with me? Oh my god. Fuck! Well, I lost at least 2 hours of game progress. So I guess I'll have to do that off stream. This is why we don't... Good God. Okay, well, that's actually really upsetting. I can't believe I did that. Okay, well, I need to end stream. I clearly should not be playing video games right now. Thank you everybody who came out to the stream tonight, and thank you to everybody who followed. I had a very good stream up until I just did that. I hope you all have an amazing day / night / whatever, and we will pick up Dialtown again very soon. Big hearts. Bye-bye.